York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, PeoplesBank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Maple Donuts, Harvey's Rent-All, Flying Feet, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Broadway Transmission, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, York County Bar Association, Lidl, CBD Supply MD York, Crunch Fitness, Columbia Gas, York County Solid Waste Authority, PSECU, and by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Deep left center, it is gone! Swing and a miss, he struck him out! Base hit! Revs win!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good afternoon, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 53 of York Revolution Baseball, and welcome to Sunday Fun Day, as the Revs wrap up this weekend series looking to avoid the sweep as they take on the Long Island Ducks. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Ray Jensen. Welcome to a hot one here at PeoplesBank Park. Overcast at the moment, but 93 degrees on the board, and Revs trying to end a Long Island winning streak that now stands at 11, and 5 of those combined over the last 2 weekends have come at the Revs' expense, including last night falling 5-2. And Ray, there were a lot of ups and downs in the game last night. Revs had a rough start from Jake Welch. He couldn't get through the first inning, but had some great relief pitching. They also had 10 hits, but very few of those came in run-scoring opportunities. So there was some good, was some bad, but against Long Island, you just can't make mistakes, and there were, once again, too many of those.
Yeah, a lot of chicken lift on the bone, as it were, last night. Daryl, 2 for 12 with men in scoring position, total of 7 left on base. Ducks weren't much better, 1 for 7 of 9 left on base last night, but they were able to get the win. The Revs able to get hits, but not the hit. They drive men in for score, get some runs, but as you mentioned, the Ducks don't allow much, and when they need it, their bats are able to come through, especially as of late on this 11-game winning streak. They have been hot at the plate.
Yeah, the Revs out-hit the Ducks 10-3, but got out-walked 10-1, so that kind of canceled that out, and losing 5-2 here last night. The first inning has been a problem in this series. 4 runs last night, 7 the night before that. Today, Bruce Bell goes into the starting spot, taking the rotation spot vacated by Johan Lopez, who had been released after his start on Tuesday in the opening game of this homestand. And it is a comfortable role for Bell, Ray. It's something that he has done throughout his career. Actually moving him to the bullpen to start the season was the adjustment for him, so hopefully he can get into a comfort zone here in this one, give them some innings.
That certainly is the hope, and Bell's been really good, especially out of the bullpen as of late. Multiple innings in like 3 of his last 5. He's been good when called upon. And the expectations for him, they don't need him to go 5 or 6 or 7 if he can. Fantastic, of course. But the key is just keeping the pitch count down and keeping the Ducks on their toes. I mentioned it last night. With 2 strikes, they are patient. They will wait for you to make mistakes rather than swing freely.
Overall, Bell is 0-2 with an 8.39 ERA, but much better than that here of late. Right-hander Joe Iorio goes for Long Island. He is 4-1 with an ERA of 4.44. Revs are 22-30. It's been a topsy-turvy first half. They had won 2 straight in a series before losing these last 2 and trying to avoid the sweep today. Long Island winning 11 in a row. Their lead in the Atlantic League North is 6, and their magic number to clinch a first-half title is down to 4. We take a look at what's on tap today, brought to you by Brewery Products and Golden Road Mango Cart, which is on tap here at PeoplesBank Park. And coming up in our next segment, couple of moves with the pitching staff. Revs get an arm added today. Mace unveiled some plans for the rotation on the pregame, so we'll chat about that in our next segment. We will hear from Mace coming up here shortly as well. First pitch here this afternoon set for 2 o'clock. Revs and the Ducks for the 9th time in the last 15 games. Just Can't get enough of it. Third straight weekend, and we'll wrap it up here today on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs and the Ducks here this afternoon, and we have a coming on the pitching staff here today as right-hander Israel Cruz is back, number 45. He was with the Revs really up until opening day and had to be sent home to Venezuela to make sure that the visa issues got ironed out, but he is back. He's somebody that impressed during spring training, and they had high hopes for him in the bullpen. That's where he will go. So, Ray, you've got Cruz going into the bullpen. We could see him today to get his feet wet. And Eduardo Rivera, who last night went 5 2/3 innings, it tied a Revs single-game relief record in doing so, along with Rick Zagoni, who did it back in 2013, a lefty who did make a handful of starts that season. And Rivera gave up just one hit. He retired the first 9 that he faced. We'll hear from Mace here shortly, but Mace did say that starting is something Rivera's wanted to do, and at some point soon they are going to give him that chance.
Yeah, you have to after that outing last night. Fantastic. And outside of the hit, Daryl, he only gave up 3 total base runners on a hit and 2 walks. So he's really been fantastic. And his bullpens have been better and better, and his outings have been great as well. So this is just a culmination of all that great effort he's put in this season, and good for him. He's earned his spot.
Also had a double last night, and we'll get Mace's thoughts on the pitching and the hitting coming up in our next segment. For today's game, it's Bruce Bell making his first start in exactly a month, and his third total. He takes over the rotation spot vacated by Johan Lopez. Joe Iorio for Long Island. Right now we've got the ceremonial first pitches taking place down on the field, and we'll hear from Mace on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report coming up next.
At York Saw and Knife, we are a quality, custom manufacturer of metal business-to-business cutting products. We serve lots of industries. Some include food processing, textiles, packaging, and lumber mills. As a stable, growing, family-owned business, our employees are family. We're looking for positive, quality-minded team members interested in the metal trades. We have both first and second shift openings for entry-level employees. To find out more about the positions available at York Saw and Knife, visit yorksaw.com.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Hi, Mace. Well, last night, unfortunately, a loss to the Ducks. You had some bad, some good, and in that game, and we'll get to all of it. But first of all, a rough start for Jake Welch. And you know, the one thing that you kind of see a lot is him missing to the glove hand side down and in. That kind of happens a lot with him. Is it a mental thing, mechanical thing? What do you think's going on with him at this point?
I think it's a little of both. The bullpen sessions are way better than what we see in the game lately. His last 3 or 4 starts, it's been, we're having a hard time pushing 3 innings out of it. So, you know, I don't know what's going on when he gets in the game. To me, it's almost like he's either trying to be too perfect or he's trying to aim the ball and not throw it. And it just, you know, all those things, when you add them together and then you start having ball, and now, you know, maybe his mind goes back to the previous start or the one before that where, you know, once he goes wild, he has a hard time finding it. So it could be a combination of all those things. I know when we talk, he says, you know, I'm fine. But, you know, we've tried to do a lot of things. We try to slow his mechanics down. We try to slow his mind down is the main thing. Just relax and just go pitch. But I think he's really pressing hard right now, and I think that was part of the results we saw last night.
And with that rough start, the bullpen was asked to come in early in the game, and Eduardo Rivera came in at a tough spot with 1 out in the first, and he really shined at 5 2/3 scoreless.
Yeah, you know, Eduardo is, I mean, I know he wants to start. He wants to be a starter, and, you know, we've just never really had an opportunity to stretch him out like we did last night. So we're going to give him an opportunity to start. I mean, I think after last night he's earned that, and based on some of the starts that we've seen lately with our regular rotation, you know, what we saw last night was as quality as anything that we've had maybe the whole season.
What's your breakdown on that swing that he took on that double?
That was an interesting swing. I mean, you know, that's the other thing too. The double hook rule. Dotel's our designated hitter last night. He doesn't even get in at bat because you know, we have to take the starter out before we even come in to hit. So, no, the swing was interesting. You know, I don't really know how he actually hit the ball to right field with that swing, but sometimes the ball hits the bat and then crazy things happen.
And later in the game, Andrew Dundon, a collision and a bobbled ball that he tried to relay and couldn't get all of it before he had a collision with the Duck player. It looked like he fell on that shoulder hard. What's the latest on him?
Well, we're going to get him checked out today. At first, I thought maybe he might have dislocated it or popped it out, but that wasn't the case. He just heard a lot of clicking and stuff in there. I don't think it's anything because he can swing a bat today, I believe, but I don't know about throwing. I don't know about the throwing part. So when Dr. Deitch gets here before game time, we'll have him evaluate, his situation.
One of the other things that stood out last night, and mostly because it was the way the game ended, but you had some mistakes on the bases, and I know Gregorio, young guy, he's trying to make stuff happen. Is that like you're not used to center fielder being that shallow, but you've got to see that before the ball's hit, that sort of thing?
I think on that particular one, I think he got a bad read on the ball. I believe he felt the ball was going to drop in, so he was extra aggressive. I think he was thinking maybe even first to third on that, which would be, that's going to be a tough 180 feet to make it on that ball. But I think he felt the ball was going to drop. And then when he was at third base and the ground ball that was hit there, I know Polo told him, you got to see the ball through, or if it's in the middle of the infield, that's fine. But I know Polo told him nothing to third base and to the pitcher, you got to stay here. And, just sometimes your reaction is you see the ball on the ground and you take off. So, so that was 2 outs that we ran into there. And, and then when the double steal, which really was, they were on their own there. Sanford's going to run. And usually if Sanford is the lead guy on the double steal, the throw is going to go to second base, which is we call the caboose. So they're going to try to throw the caboose out. They're not going to go after him. And that's unfortunately what happened to Harris yesterday, because if you don't have a double steal on, if you're trying to read what the runner at second base is doing, the runner at first base has to wait for that runner to commit to third base before he can go to second. So that extra hesitation right there is what gives catchers a better chance to throw the guy going to second out than the guy going to third base.
Well, today you do get a bullpen arm back, and not to be forgotten, Israel Cruz, who you were hoping was going to be here at the beginning of the season. Everything has now cleared from a paperwork standpoint. He is here. And what impressed you early on when you first signed him, and how do you hope that he fits in for you?
Definitely we'll use him out of the bullpen, and we may use him today just to get him some game action before we're off again tomorrow. He has good velocity and he had good movement on his second pitches. So, I love the way he threw the ball. I hated to send him back home, but, we had to do that so he could get everything squared away. But, he kept the ball down in the zone. Velocity was good. Movement was good. So, we'll just see what happens when we get in the game.
Bruce Bell, as his pitching coach, as he gets set to make his third start of the year, first in about a month, what's your big priority for him today?
Well, hopefully he'll be more comfortable. I think this should be more comfortable for him because he's been a starter his whole career, and putting him in the bullpen was an adjustment for him because of the pregame and all the things that you do as a starter. You don't get a chance to do that when you relieve. So I think he should be a little more comfortable with a pregame routine today. He's given us multiple innings in relief before. I'm not looking for 5, 6, 7 innings just based on where he's built up right now for pitch count. But if he can get us 3 or 4, and that always determines on pitch count. When you start having 20 and 30 pitch innings, then of course you're not going to be out there as long as you want to be. So hopefully he can be economical, get the quick outs, make them swing the bat early. And look, it's a Sunday day game. Everybody knows that's in this sport. Hitters, they hate playing in the day. They're going to swing early. A lot of first pitch swinging. Day games are tough after a night game. So advantage to the pitcher if they can take advantage of that.
And lastly, in your lineup, all of a sudden, at least hopefully only for a couple of days, but you're quite thin in the middle infield. So you've got Lennon Rodriguez starting at second. I know he takes ground balls and warm-ups. Is that a thing for fun, or does he actually have a little bit of a background where this isn't totally foreign to him today?
Yeah, no, it's not foreign to him to play in the infield. Now, whether we're going to turn double plays with him at second base, I'm not sure. But, it's always weird how things go with your roster. You have one guy that needs to go home for personal reasons, then all of a sudden you have 2 guys that get injured, and next thing you know, you're short. You're short on your roster. So, but Lenine, he has an idea what he's doing out there, and as long as you can, for me, just make the routine ball, the ball that's hit at you or a couple feet either way, just catch it and throw the guy out. And the crazy plays that we see, some of the really true good infielders in this league make. I'm not looking for a dive in the hole, jump up on your feet and throw the guy out at first base. So let's just make the routine plays, and then that should be good enough.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Bruce Bell making his way in from the bullpen, and the Revs will take the field here momentarily. Your starting lineups today brought to you by Flying Feet. For Long Island, they've got Ramon Flores leading off in left. Steve Lombardozzi, second base, hits second. Lou Ford will DH and bat third. Cleanup hitter Davidson Romero at first base. Ryan Jackson, the shortstop, hits fifth. Jesse Berardi at third base is hitting sixth. Juan De La Cruz will get a start behind the plate and hit seventh. Johnny Turbo in right field is hitting eighth, and Breland Almadova, the center fielder, hits ninth. Again, Flores, Lombardozzi, Ford, Romero, Jackson, Berardi, De La Cruz, Turbo, and Almadova for Long Island. They are resting some of their top guys today. Daniel Fields, who left the game a little dinged up early in the game last night, is on the bench. So is L.J. Mazzilli, Vladimir Frias, Hector Sanchez, and Sal Giardina. They have a loaded bench today on this Sunday. For the Revs here this afternoon, they will have James Harris in center field leading things off. Osmi Gregorio at shortstop hits second. Melky Mesa, the left fielder, is batting third. Nelly Rodriguez at first base will hit cleanup. Carlos Castro does the DHing and bats fifth. Josue Herrera at third base will hit sixth. Batting seventh in right field is J.C. Encarnacion. Tyler Hill will do the catching and hit eighth. And Lennon Rodriguez at second base bats ninth. Again, Harris, Gregorio, Mesa, Rodriguez, Castro, Herrera, Encarnacion, Hill, and Rodriguez for the Revs, with Bruce Bell facing Joe Iorio here on this Sunday afternoon. Revs have taken the field. We'll take our final pregame break. First pitch from PeoplesBank Park is coming up next.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, York County has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of York County and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Just about set to go. 9th meeting in the last 15 games between these two teams. Can't get enough. And in related news, today is Sarcasm Day. As the Revs have taken the field, Bruce Bell set to make start number 3 and appearance number 15. Overall, he's 0-2 with an 8.39 ERA, but lately better than that. The overall numbers, 24 2/3 innings, 34 hits. He has walked 12, struck out 16. Opponents hitting .318. He does tend to attack, does tend to be in the strike zone, which is good. The last time out, Tuesday against West Virginia, a scoreless inning in that game. As we mentioned, he has made 2 starts, and throughout his career, which has not been terribly long, this is just his 3rd pro season, but he has always been a starting pitcher. That is a comfort level for him. And this year made his first start June 2nd at Gastonia, retired the first 6 that he faced, and what would have been 9 straight if not for an error. Eventually got hurt by the long ball that night. 5 1/3, 5 runs, 3 were earned. So 2 starts shy of a quality start, through just over 100 pitches that night during the first road trip of the season in Gastonia. His last start, June 25th at Southern Maryland, Game 2 of a doubleheader. That one didn't go so well. He left trailing 3-1, but was charged with 2 more runs after he left, 5 runs in an inning and 2/3. But last 5 outings, a 2.89 ERA for him. 9 1/3 innings, 3 earned runs, just 2 walks on that stretch. So he has been getting better and better and looking to solidify a potential rotation spot here today. We are set to go as Ramon Flores stands in and the sun begins to shine. We had a blanket of cloud cover. Here's our Dasher Investment Services first pitch, and it's high and tight on Flores as we get things started today at 2:04 stadium time. A hot one. Here's the 1-0, and a fastball in for a strike on the left-hand hitting Flores, who's 0 for 5 in 2 games, but has 5 runs scored, 4 walks. Pitch, that is in tight. Brian DeBrouwer back there today, balls and strikes. Bill Worthington at first, Larry Rosenberg at third. Pitch, that is inside. 3-1 to start it off. Gotta have a good first inning. Ducks have scored 7 and 4 the last 2 nights. Pitch to Flores, and it's inside. It's a leadoff walk. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. The board says 93 degrees. The sun is now hidden again with some overcast skies. Well, weather.com says 87, but it feels like 93. Here's Steve Lombardozzi, and Bell missing high and tight. Well, most of his misses have been in on lefties here in the early going. Lombardozzi hitting .313, 7 home runs. Tied for second in the league in walks, gets on base a ton. Did have a 9-game hitting streak snapped last night. Pitch to him is high, and it's ball 2. Bell has missed with 6 of his first 7. Now fires, and there's a strike. Working with Tyler Hill back there today. Rebs are in the Navy Sunday jerseys with the white through the middle, gold trim. Long Island in the black jerseys with orange trim and letters. Pitch, it misses outside. Bell has faced the Ducks twice in relief, 2 scoreless innings at home June 11th, then last Sunday on the road, 2 innings, 3 runs. 2 were earned, did give up a home run to this guy. And he comes back with a 2-seamer here. Called strike, and it's a full count. Lombardozzi did take him deep after his first 2 innings were scoreless that day. Now the payoff, there goes Flores, swing and a miss, and Hill tried to stop on the throwing attempt. It slips out of his hand, rolls into the infield. He'll go grab it. It's a strikeout and a steal. And that was a goofy play. Lombardozzi chased a high fastball. That's the first out. And then Hill, he went to throw, and I'm not sure if he saw that nobody was going to be at second or if he didn't have a grip on it, but he tried to stop, and he basically spiked it into the ground, but no further advancement. A runner at second with 1 out as Bell comes back to get the K. And here is Lou Ford, who's DHing. Bell will look back, fires, and misses high. Ford hitting at .269, no home runs, 9 driven in. Darren Downs coaching at third. Not Wally, he's on the top step in the dugout. Pitch to Ford is swung on and fouled upstairs. And it'll come bouncing down toward the front row, where we mentioned Tyler Hill catching today. His parents are here. His mom threw out a first pitch. It's her birthday today, Michelle. She's down in the front row. Met his grandma before the game as well, in from Lancaster, Ohio, as Ford asks for time and backs out. They do get to a lot of the weekend games anyway. Stretch from Bell. Look back at second, the 1-1, and a swing and a miss on a fastball. And if Bell takes this spot in the rotation, his next start would be in his home state. Next weekend at Lexington. And that'll be a much closer visit for the Hills as well. Bell to the belt, fires, and a swing and a ground ball shortstop. Osme lines it up, gloves, has time, fires to first. That's out number 2. Flores stays where he is. This Long Island team, and Lou Ford is their hitting coach. Last 7 games, they have scored 78 runs. Revs out hit them by a wide margin last night, but have had a terrible week with runners in scoring position. Long Island, meanwhile, next to last in the league in team batting average, but they're in the top half in runs scored, 4th. They find a way to get the most out of it. Here is Davidson Romero. First pitch swinging and a launch to deep left center, 2-0. Way back, deep into the playground and over the carousel, and Romero with his 2nd home run of the year. Ducks are on the board early. 2-run first inning shot and a 2-0 Long Island lead. They've done it in the first inning again. And the Revs, who have fallen behind in first innings lately, now allowed multiple runs in the first inning in 4 straight games, 15 total in those 4. Here is Ryan Jackson, and he swings and in on the hands. He lofts it to shallow center. Harris running in, he'll get there. Runs it down on a shallow pop fly to end the inning. But the Ducks have struck first. Davidson Romero, a 2-run homer, the only hit of the inning. And nobody left at the end of the half. It's Long Island 2, York coming up.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
A Long Island, a 2-0 lead for Joe Iorio, who makes his 10th start. 4-1 with a 4.44 ERA, which ranks 6th in the league. 48 2/3 innings, just over a hit per. 52 hits, good control numbers, 19 walks, 25 Ks. Opponents hitting .274. He's top 5 in whip. Lefties have hurt him, though. .352 with 5 home runs. Righties just .202 with 1 home run. Revs face him for the first time this season. James Harris will lead it off. And the Revs mentioned the first inning deficits. This is the 5th time in the last 6 games against Long Island that they've given up at least 1 first inning run. Iorio from the windup, pitch to Harris is over for a strike. In this series now, they've given up 13 first inning runs in 3 games before even coming to the plate for the first time. Harris hitting .308, .390 here at home. It's the 0-1, and that misses the plate outside. Jimmy, the last 22 games, hitting .371, and in the leadoff spot, hitting .391 with a bunch of walks. Pitch to him. And it is on the outside corner, a called strike. I think, though, you'd rather be behind 2-0 on a home run than 5 walks. And Bell was in the strike zone most of the time after that leadoff walk, which, of course, did end up scoring. Here's the 1-2, and a swing and a sky foul out of play way off to the right.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely take a home run over multiple walks because even with the home run, they happen. The walks tend to be a little more unacceptable, and the pace of the game continues. It doesn't go to a rolling standstill.
Harris, a 10-game on-base streak. Pitch from Iorio, that's down and away. De La Cruz sliding over to get in front. Harris with hits in 5 of the last 6, 450 on that stretch, 9 for 20. Iorio looks like he's looking in from the stretch, but then he comes set and then steps back into a windup. He fires, and a swing and a foul loop the other way again. This will hit the seats in right, and Harris continues to battle. Couple 2-strike fouls already. We'll have a 7th pitch of the opening at bat coming up. Ducks, the league's best pitching staff ERA-wise by a lot at this point. Another 2-2, and a swing and another foul. This one sends straight back to the roof. Long Island a 4.66 team ERA now. And almost half a run better than Southern Maryland, who's up over 5, the next closest team. And that's unbelievable. In years past, if you were up over 5, you were awful.
The times, they are a-changin'.
Hopefully not permanently. Here's the pitch, and it misses high. And you talk to scouts and folks, and they don't think that it's permanent. They think it's got a lot to do with no baseball last year. And things are really different here this season. Here's the 3-2, and a swing and a pop-up. De La Cruz, the catcher, off with the mask, coming back to the logo, backs up, falls down, hangs on to it. He totally botched it, but he still found a way to make the catch. And Harris, with a 9-pitch leadoff at bat, ends up in a foul out behind the plate. Boy, even when they misplay it, they still make the catch.
Well, he was part of that awkward sequence a couple nights ago when Francisco Krzyzewski almost got his head taken off by a pop-out. He claimed it, and De La Cruz is in that same trio when they came together. Now, De La Cruz wasn't a pretty diving catch, but he got it.
Ducks the second best defense in the league behind only Lexington. Lexington was clapping at Lancaster on Twitter last night. You see that?
I did not.
Here is Osmi Gregorio. Pitch from Iorio is swung on and missed by Gregorio.
I saw folks over in High Point are, quote, Lancaster superfans this weekend, so they're getting together with Lexington.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Yeah, isn't it?
Osmi hitting 294, pitch to him. He swings and he lines it toward left center field and down in front of Flores, who plays it on a hop. Now, Osmi, here in his 5th game, has now hit safely in 4 straight. 6th total hit. He had 2 hits each of the last 2 nights. But now I guess Yoel Espinal hit a bunch of guys again, which is nothing different for him. And Lexington tweeted at the Barnstormers, hey, how about you tell Espinal to stop hitting our guys again?
Ooh, getting chippy on Twitter.
Spicy. Here's Melky Mesa, and he swings and chops one big hop to third. Berardi goes to second for 1. Sidearm turn is thrown away by Lombardozzi off the dugout fence. It stays in play, and the inning continues. Mesa on after the fielder's choice. He'll be a 2-out base runner. Oh, wow. I screwed that up. We did face Iorio once this year. I totally forgot. June 11th, a very cold, nasty night, he was the guy that went 6 scoreless. My bad. So he's 1-0 against York this year. And there goes my perfect season. Made it all the way to Christmas in July. Here's Nelly Rodriguez. First pitch is a breaking ball away. Not a word, Ray. Just agree with me.
Well, it was a game that we were quick to forget, a 6-0 shutout loss.
Yeah, we had to go through COVID testing that day. It was pouring. Just put it out of my mind. There's a fastball for a called strike.
Well, luckily it was followed up by the 500th win in Mace's career.
Yes, it was. Much better things followed the night after. And into the morning after.
Yeah.
It's the 1-1. That misses up high. Nelly, who with enough plate appearances would lead the league in hitting at this point, 395. Castro on deck, the official leader at 393. It's not a bad middle of the order. Nelly hitting 477 here in the friendly confines. Pitch. It is high. He was 3 for 3 with a hit by pitch last night. Drove in a run. 23 ribbies in 24 games with York, including an RBI in 5 of the last 6. Hits in all 8 since coming back from Mexico, and 9 straight total with York. As he swings and grounds one, and just foul past the bag at third. Brian DeBrouwer, the plate ump, had to make that call right by the corner of the base. No argument from Polo. He signals to the dugout that it was on the wrong side of third. 3-2. Man, that was close. But DeBrouwer, one of the best umps around the Atlantic League for several years now. You always know you're going to get a good one when he's back there. See, I can be nice. There's the stretch for my Oreo. Melky will go. Pitch is swung on and popped up. At second, it's Lombardozzi ranging out into shallow right. And still backing up, he'll squeeze, and that ends the inning. Scoreless first for Iorio. 1 base hit allowed, 1 runner left. We'll go to the second here this afternoon. It is 2-0 Long Island.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WO.
Head of the second inning, 2-0 Long Island. Bruce Bell's first pitch to Jesse Berardi is outside. 2-run homer from Romero in the first inning. Here's the 1-0, And a ground ball hit foul down past Vladimir Frias, who coaches at first base. Berardi hitting .287, 6 home runs. He's knocked in 23. Left-hand hitter, pitch to him. He swings and he yanks one foul toward the first base concourse, 1-2. Bell into his windup, fires, and a swing and a liner foul the other way. Now, Bell, his overall numbers have also been impacted all year by the first appearance that he made back on May 30th, 6 runs in a third of an inning. Now winds and fires and misses high with that. If you take that out, rather than an 839, it's a 629, and in relief, it would be a 467 since then. The pitch, curveball, stayed a little bit high. And the count goes full. ERA 289 the last 5 outings. He winds and fires and missed just high. Leadoff walk for the second straight inning. Is not the easiest way to go about it against Long Island. And Juan De La Cruz coming up. Rookie catcher. Might ask him to bunt. It's hitting 182, 4 for 22 in 16 games played. Bell with the pitch. Nope, it is a slider, and it looked perfect, but TrackMan doesn't give it. Ball 1. Some of Bell's highlights this year, June 8th at Southern Maryland, he had a 4-pitch ninth to close a blowout win. He fires over to first. Then one of his best, July 8th at West Virginia, 3 1/3 scoreless in relief, just 1 hit given up. Sets and fires, and that's in the dirt. Hill down to block it. Bell was a little wild the first hitter, and then the first part of the second at bat in the first inning. And he's closer here in the second, but a leadoff walk, and now a 2-0 count on the second hitter this inning. Pitch, swing and a miss. De La Cruz chasing a high fastball, might have helped him. Bell, a third-year pro, had been in the Pecos, United Shore, Empire Leagues previously. Fires, breaking ball, swung on, popped up foul and out of play. Right field stands, it is 2-2. Actually up above the stands, onto the concourse. He actually got his pro career started going to some tryouts. He fires, runner goes, swinging a ground ball the other way, perfect hit and run. Berardi around second, goes to third. And even the Ducks rookies making perfectly executed plays. Berardi took off on 2-2. Lennon from second went to cover. And De La Cruz grounds it through a wide open opposite side of the infield, first and third with nobody out. They are doing some textbook stuff. Having won 11 straight, their magic number is 4. Here is Johnny Turbo, the K-Man today, hitting .264. Previous alias was Darby Myers, if you remember him from years past. And Bell with the pitch, swinging a fly ball lifted to left. They'll tag at third. Mesa has to drift toward left center. Catch is made. He will crank it all the way to the plate on a hop. Safe the call. Berardi slides into Tyler Hill's shin guards. Gets his feet on the plate. A great throw. It was close, but it's 3-0. And with the throw going home, De La Cruz advances to second as well. Hill was there to receive and get a tag on, but got undercut on the slide in. And And Berardi gets his feet on the plate. 3-0 on Johnny Turbo's sac fly to left. The leadoff walks have scored in each of the first 2 innings. Long Island, they get guys around to score. Here is Breland Almadova. First pitch fastball is over for a strike. Almadova rounding out their order today. .259 hitter, but .348 against York. Bell, a peek back, comes home, and is swinging a foul the other way toward the first base light pole. 0-2. Ducks are headed back home. They will host Southern Maryland this week with a chance to wrap up the division. Pitch is fouled back against the netting. As it stands now, entering today, if nothing happened today, they could go home, win 2 of those games, and that would wrap it up. Bell ready. And another 0-2 coming. Swing and a line drive and a diving knockdown. Lennon from second from a knee. He throws in the dirt and Nelly makes the pick at first. What a play. 2 down in the inning and Lennon Rodriguez diving to the backhand. He almost caught it on the fly. He knocks it down and from a knee throws to first with Nelly helping at the other end. Outstanding play for out number 2. And here comes rain. But we don't have the tarp crew gathered, so hopefully this is nothing of significance. But what a play on both ends. Here's Ramon Flores at the top. He takes a fastball at the knees for a strike.
I know Mace said in the manager's report he wasn't expecting plays like that from Lennon, but he just got one.
And he also had to deal with the base ump blocking his view right there in front of him. Pitch to Flores is swung on and fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes, and somebody apparently made a great grab upstairs. I had one hit the railing of our skybox last night when I went up. I would have just run inside if it was coming. But they apparently, I didn't see it, but apparently made a great grab up there. It's a light rain at the moment. Here's the stretch, the pitch, and a fastball outside. Flores a walk, a steal, and a run scored in the first inning. 3-0 Ducks. Bell trying to hold him to 1 run here in the second. And he'll step off.
Surprised to see a couple umbrellas pop out. I mean, this rain has to feel really good after it being just really hot all day.
People heading for cover as if they might melt. The 1-2 and a swing, a soft ground ball to second. Lennon cradles this one in. He'll throw over to first, and the side is retired. 1 run scores, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning, 3-0 Long Island.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Head to the bottom of the second inning, 3-0, Long Island on top. Revs are looking to tee off today. You can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only Pure Links course. Book online at royalmanchestergolflinks.com. We'll be there tomorrow for the Brooks Robinson Classic. So, starting to rain a little harder. But there is sun shining behind us, so. Here's Carlos Castro to lead things off. And Iorio's first pitch is down and away. Castro, the league leader in hitting at .393, entering play today. Did get up to .400 entering last night's game, but then held hitless. 1-0, and that's high and tight. Yanks the arms up out of the way. 12 home runs, tied for 5th. 45 RBIs, tied for 4th. And now the rain is all but stopped.
And everyone scampered away to the stands.
Yeah.
What the heck's that about?
2-0. And it is over for a strike. Two-1, swing and a miss, slider. Ducks have done the best job of any team against Castro. They've held him to .207. So just think what he's hitting combined against everybody else. Way over 400. Herrera and Encarnacion to follow, and Iorio goes quick to the plate, swinging a ground ball to short. Jackson backhands and throws it across for out number 1. They've got a handful of guys that do that tricky stuff. Anderson De Leon lives on that. Here is Josue Herrera. He's hitting .258. Ducks have really held him under wraps, though. 185 against Long Island. Overall at PeoplesBank Park for him, .344. First pitch, he swings and he slaps it hard the other way. Diving attempt, Jackson off his glove into left on the backhand try. Base hit for Herrera. And the Revs have their second hit. They played him to pull a little bit, which had Jackson up the middle, and that's why he couldn't make a play on that. Would have been at his normal shortstop spot. Here is JC Encarnacion. As the skies brighten here, rain has stopped. And a throw to first has Herrera back standing. Encarnacion hitting .257. No home runs. He's driven in 17. First pitch, it is just outside. Iorio was an all-star in 2019, got into the game here at PeoplesBank Park. Now 29 years old, 6th-year pro. Fires and is swinging a bouncer toward third. It's foul. Polo grabs it. Florida native. He's won his last 2 starts. Won at Lexington, 6 innings, 4 runs. Last time, a 17-6 win. Now deals and misses high with it. Now his last 4 starts, he's 2-1, but his ERA 8.24. It's after starting the year with a 186 through his first 5 starts. He comes home, and it's over for a strike. 2-2. Ducks have gone 6-3 in his starts. He is 4-1. He's gotten good run support, over 8 runs per game. But 2 of those games, they've scored 17 and 19 for him. 11 in another. Here's a swing and a comebacker. Iorio's got it, throws to second, shortstop to first, double play. 1-6-3. And that'll complete the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. And we'll go to the third. It is 3-0 Long Island.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the third, 3-0. Long Island leads it. Bruce Bell set to go. Steve Lombardozzi leading off. And first pitch curve stays high. You got to avoid the leadoff walk this inning. He's walked the first batter each of the first 2. They both scored. As the next one is over for a strike, and that'll even it up. Struck out Lombardozzi in the first inning. Wind and the pitch, and is swinging a line drive, yanked foul into the seats and right into section 1. That'll get Israel Cruz up off his seat. He is back active as of today. Might see him in today's game. Bell winds and fires, and is swinging a foul tip back to the net. The Lombardozzi, Ford, and Romero this inning. wind and the pitch, and it misses outside. Bell, who's from Louisville, Kentucky, went to Pikeville, or University of Pikeville in Kentucky. It's the wind and the pitch, and a swing and a line drive over the leaping Nelly Rodriguez. Base hit down the line in right. Encarnacion into the corner to fish it out. He'll fire in, but Lombardozzi in standing with a double. The leadoff man has reached in all 3 innings. Bell said he's a big Louisville Cardinals fan. Did grow up going to some Louisville Bats games, AAA team. But actually a New York Yankees fan. He played for the Yankees Little League team, and that stuck with him. Here's Lou Ford, who grounded out to short, his first at bat. Bell with the first offering, and Ford shows a bunt, lets it go by for a strike. Ford is 11th year with Long Island, his 7th as a player coach. Now bright sunshine here through the cloud cover. There's a break in it overhead. The 0-1, and he checks on a slider in the dirt. Ford with 6 years in the majors as well. The pitch, curveball, it is a little bit high. Played overseas. They did a feature on him on CBS in New York City, and he thought when he got released that his baseball career was over. And now more than a decade later, all with Long Island, he's still going. Pitch is swung on, driven to right center, hit deep. Encarnacion on the move, can't get to it. And it'll bounce to the base of the wall. Lombardozzi around third will score. Throw comes into the infield. Ford's at second with a double. Back-to-back doubles and a 4-0 Long Island lead here in the top of the third. Ford drives in his 10th. He plays sparingly at this point. Says he'd like to play more, but body won't let him do what he used to do now at age 44. He'll be 45 next month. But clearly he can still produce. A 4-0 game. Here is Davidson Romero, who had the 2-run homer in the first. First pitch, he swings, lines it to center. Harris breaks in, and it's down in front of him. Base hit. Ford will advance to third and stop. And it's first and third, still nobody out on 3 consecutive hits to start the inning. Romero 2 for 2. Thought maybe that would hang up for Harris, but no such luck. Here is Ryan Jackson, who flied out to center his first at bat. Israel Cruz twisting down in the bullpen. Maybe he'll be the first one in today. Bell's 50th pitch of the afternoon is a slider for a strike. The 0-1, and Bell paints the outside corner. There's a called strike. The 0-2, breaking ball, line to left center field. Harris coming over, that's down in front of him for a hit. Has to play this on a hop. Ford waited at third. He'll come in and score 5-0. 4 straight hits in the inning, and Jackson with an RBI single. He came in hitting 125 against York, but now has 5 total hits against the Revs, including some big ones. Drove in the only run last Friday in a 1-0 win. Had a big 2-run double in the first last night, one of only 3 hits they had. First and second, here is Jesse Berardi, who walked and scored last inning. First pitch swinging, he fouls it back. Now the 0-1, and it misses away. Ducks now with 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 here in the third. Out hitting the Revs 6-2. The 1-1 pitch, and that misses high. Revs at one point were 4-2 against Long Island this season, but the Ducks have caught fire, and a lot of it's been against York. Pitch, it is outside. The Revs now 4-7 against Long Island. They've dropped the last 5, and that matches, believe it or not, their longest losing streak ever against Long Island. Lost 5 in a row head-to-head in 2009 and again in 2019. The 3-1 swing and a pop-up foul, third base side and back out of play. And the Revs will now get Israel Cruz throwing in the bullpen. Bell ready, the payoff, and a ground ball foul past the bag at first. And past Eddie Paredes, who's blocking the bullpen, but he's got an excuse. He had another ball already in his glove. He was trying to field it with a ball already tucked away. Bell again to the plate, and a breaking ball. It is a little bit high. Ball 4. The base is loaded, no outs. First 5 have reached this inning. As Berardi walks for the second time today. And, I mean, one of the biggest numbers in the head-to-head series, York and Long Island, the Ducks have walked, I believe it's now 73 times against York. York just 42. Here's a swing and a miss from Juan De La Cruz, who's trying to launch with the bases loaded. Single to right. Last inning, part of a big hit and run play. Pitch, swings and fouls it against the netting. Bell going full windup with the bases loaded, no outs. The wind and the pitch. And it's swung on, driven foul the other way and right. De La Cruz, a New York guy, went to spring training with the Ducks. An invitee, native of the Bronx. And Bell grips it and delivers. And a swing and a fly ball toward the corner in right field. Encarnacion sprinting that way, but it is foul and out of play. Couldn't see where it landed down there, but disappears into the corner and it's foul. 0-2 it remains. And Bell was ready to go quickly. They have to holler at him to step off. JC wasn't back to his position just yet. Bell does like to go at a little more rapid pace. Now comes home, and a breaking ball hooks wide, 1-2. Fires, And a swing and a fly ball, shallow right center. Harris will get to this one. And he'll call, makes the catch. They'll tag from third and not going to try it. Throw in, cut off by Nelly. And there's one away. Romero tagged and drew the throw, but stays at third base. Here's Johnny Turbo, who had a sac fly last inning. Turbo is the K-man today. Turbo, a former fourth-round pick of the Phillies out of high school in California. They had a long history of drafting upside athletes out of high school. First pitch from Bell, ground ball short, hit sharply, Osme with it to second one. Lennon bounces the throw, but it's late. I think he bounced it on purpose, trying to get it there. But it's not in time, and Turbo, with his speed, legs it out, picks up his second RBI. Inning continues, and it's 6-0. Pretty sure Lennon tried to use the dirt to his advantage there, but Turbo, too good a speed. And for the Phillies, it often didn't work, but one time that it did was when they drafted Jimmy Rollins, who is out of high school in California. Here is Breland Almodovar, who grounded out to second on a great play from Lennon last inning. First pitch fastball, that's a strike on the outside corner. Three runs home this inning, 6-0 Ducks. First and third, pitch to Almodovar is outside. Yeah, the Revs starting Lennon at second today. They released Walter Espinal, and like a day later, Jan Sanchez went home, which was his doing. Pitch here is swung on and looped the other way, down the line and right, that's foul. So you're down those two, and then Jack Kenley has a blister, hoping to get him back Tuesday on our WellSpan Sports Medicine Injury Report. And Andrew Dundon gets his shoulder all banged up last night. No sooner you make one move and three other guys go down. On the stretch from Bell. And he fires, and a swing and a foul tip back to the net. It's his 70th pitch here in the first three innings, and again, these guys are just so good with two strikes. Bell deals, runner goes from first, and a line drive out to center. Harris in, he'll get to this one. This one does hang up for him, and the side is retired. 3 runs score, though, on 4 hits in the inning, 2 men left. And the Revs in a 6-0 hole as we go to the bottom half of the third.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
This is visiting clubhouse manager Everett George. You are listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Pretty sure this is what Everett listens to. As we go to the bottom of the third inning, 6-0 Long Island. Tyler Hill leading off. First pitch fastball from Iorio is in for a strike. Hill hitting .221, has 10 RBIs. Met his grandma before the game. She is here today. His parents here. His mom celebrating a birthday throughout the first pitch. It's the 0-1, and it breaks wide. Tyler was down warming up Bell, though, so Austin Steinfurt was the catcher for that. Be Hill, then Rodriguez, then Harris. Here's the wind, the pitch, and it is placed on the outside corner, called strike. 1-2. Iorio, who is from Long Island, born in West Islip, New York. They moved to Florida at a young age. Deals home, and it breaks down and away. 2-2. We had a season at the University of North Florida, then 2 years at Barry University. Played infield and pitched in college. Fires, and a swing and a fly ball, center field. Almadova shading his eyes, he's fighting it, and makes the play. And he hardly had to move, backed up a little bit. Hill gave it a decent ride, but they had him played perfectly, just slightly toward right center. And Almadova didn't have to move far, just all the focus on shading his eyes, first with the bare hand, then with the glove hand as he waited to squeeze it. One down, here is Lennon Rodriguez. Iorio with the pitch, swinging a foul upstairs, first base side. Iorio is a part of a state championship high school team in Florida, Venice High School. Delivers, and that's outside. And prior to his 2019 Atlantic League All-Star year, was in the Frontier League All-Star game in 2018. Winds and fires, and misses high. 2-1. Back in 2019 began the year in relief for Long Island. He was excellent. 1 run in 17 innings. He fires and a swing, a line drive to right field, but right at Turbo. Lennon with one of the Revs' hardest hit balls the first time through the order, but right at the right fielder for out number 2. Back in 2019, Iorio 4-3 with a 3.20 ERA as a starter for Long Island. And as good of a starter as he was, he went back into their bullpen for the postseason. What a team guy. Here's James Harris. First pitch swinging. He cues one foul down past Sandy at first, who watches it roll by with great amusement. Iorio had 3 scoreless innings in a do-or-die Game 4 of the championship series. Got the win and helped get them to Game 5, which they won in Sugar Land. Pitch to Harris is a little bit low. Harris a foul out to the catcher his first time up. Ducks with a 6-0 lead as we play here in the third. The 1-1 fastball called strike. Revs with 2 hits, singles from Gregorio in the first, Herrera in the second. Yet to reach scoring position today. 1-2, he tries to quicken his delivery and Harris drives it to right. Turbo is back and it's over his head. And yes, it bangs the wall on a hop. And Harris is into second standing with a double. Now, Iorio tried to change tempo. Jimmy was ready, drives it deep the other way. And this time, a short hop banger off the wall for the 2-out, 2-base hit. A lot of doubles for Harris here of late. And Osmi Gregorio will try to get the Revs on the board. He singled in the first inning. I wonder if James will want that as part of his video highlights of wall banging as Osmi asks for time. On the stretch and the first pitch, swing and a pop-up foul, but this is backing out of play. I didn't see it at first. Back it goes. Now, the Revs have struggled terribly with runners in scoring position of late. Last 7 games hitting 128. And last 3 games, 3 for 36. The 0-1 swing, and this one's hit high but foul off to the right. Up into somebody's crab feast, perhaps. It's 0-2. And the last 7 games, the Revs have scored just 3.6 per game. The previous 5, they scored over 9 per game. And the runners in scoring position department kind of going hand in hand with that overall production, obviously. And if it's not one thing, it's another. Osmi trying to battle here 0-2. Here's the stretch and time asked for by the catcher. And now we are ready. The pitch, it is swung on, chopped to short. Jackson waits back, gloves it face high, fires to first and in time. And the side is retired. Harris with the 2-out double, but the Revs unable to score. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And we'll move along to the 4th. Ray with the play-by-play. Long Island with a 6-0 lead.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, one inning will be designated, and one name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on two crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
A pleasant afternoon. We're in the Sunday series finale against the Ducks here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you in the play-by-play. It's a 6-0 lead for Long Island, though, as the Revs look to keep it that way. Bruce Bell on the mound will start the fourth. It'll be Ramon Flores, Steve Lombardozzi, and Lou Ford, their first three hitters in the order due up against Bell here in the fourth. First pitch from Bruce to Ramon Flores misses outside for ball one. It's 1-0 the count. Last inning, the Ducks got better contact off of Bruce. It was 4 hits doing the damage to score 3 runs. 1-0. This is for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to start Flores. Lombardozzi on deck led off that third inning. He hit the leadoff double, which preceded Lou Ford's run-scoring double. It's the 2-0. Catches the inner black for strike one. It's 2-1 on Flores, batting from the left side against the righty Bell. 2-1. Swung on by Flores. Line drive to shallow center. Charging in is James Harris, and he'll drop in front of him. He was speeding in, and it gets slightly behind. Mesa will back him up from left field, and then will hold Ramon Flores to a leadoff single to shallow center. Harris was sprinting in, going as hard as he could to try to get a chance at that ball, but it fell just in front of him. It's the 7th hit of the Ducks' afternoon. Flores stands at first to the leadoff single, second time he's been on today. First time with a hit. 1 on, no one out for Steve Lombardozzi. Leadoff double in the third, strikeout in the first. All against Bell. First pitch. Call it strike one. It's 0-1 the count to start Lombardozzi. Bell's line so far, 3 innings pitched. Now 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Has given up a home run today. That was to Davidson Romero. With 2 outs back in the first is the 0-1. Chops in, misses though. A little low and to the right as Hill claims it, blocks it. 1-1 the count now for Steve Lombardozzi, Major League veteran. Bell ready just below the chest, and now the 1-1. That just misses for ball 2. Looked good from my eye. I guess just slightly upstairs according to TrackMan, and it's 2 balls and a strike on Lombardozzi. Now with 58 hits following his 12th double of the year back in the third. 2-1. Swung on by Lombardozzi. Foul, though, first base side and past the somewhat hopping attempt of Vladimir Frias, who is coaching first base. There's the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Lombardozzi. A couple weekends ago when the Ducks were in town again, or prior to this weekend series, saw Lombardozzi had a lot of family in the stands cheering him on as the 2-2 misses upstairs, ball 3, and it's now a full count for Lombardozzi. Held quiet last night, 0 for 4 off a walk. Broke up a hitting streak, but he still has an 11-base on-game streak that was pushed to 12 earlier this afternoon. It's the 3-2, swung on by Lombardozzi, foul. The netting will do it once more to full count. Drafted out of St. Petersburg College in the 2008 draft, 19th round selection by the Nationals. It's Lombardozzi. Payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4, and it's a walk to Lombardozzi. He's on base for the second time today. Lombardozzi takes first as Flores moves over a base to second. First and second, no one out. And Head to Lou Ford once more. Ford 1 for 2. Ground out, RBI double in the third. Ground out happened his first at bat. Back in the first for the second out of that inning. As the hitting coach steps in to face Bell for a third time. Casually swings the two-tone bat around a couple circles and now readies. Bell sit on the rubber as well. Lowers and now the first pitch. Swung on by Ford and fouled off, just getting a tip, if anything, of that. Hill tried to snag it out, maybe glanced off his glove as well. Piece of the bat and the glove. 0-1 the count to start Lou Ford, who was actually a computer science and electrical engineering major in college. Back when he was in the Twins organization, their general manager at the time, Terry Ryan, told everyone in the organization, if you have computer problems, go see Lou. The 0-1. Misses for ball one. It's a ball and a strike on Ford. He said, quote, he's got one of those minds that comprehends computers. And apparently Ford created an internet bulletin board and chat room at just the age of 13. Like, what? I would not have predicted that. 1-1. Pitch misses upstairs slightly for ball two, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Well, here in the fourth, when Bell's missed, I don't think it's been by much. But he has not been satisfying the TrackMan zone today so far. He's not in the fourth inning. 2 on, no one out as the 2-1. Swung on by Ford, gets a piece of it, fouls it off to the netting as it caroms off the high string from one of the corners. Moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ford, heavy breath as he steps back in. Battling against Bell. Battle of the generations between Bell and Ford. Bruce sit on the rubber. Ball and glove. Turns towards the plate. Delivers. 2-2. Swung on by Ford. Foul territory third base side. This will drift into the stands and, in fact, hit Arch Street Eats. Just left a Macho Nacho. Look out. High bounce. That might have gone over to Arch Street. Do it again at a 2-2. Ford in his 7th season as a player coach. He's the longest tenured player on the Ducks roster by far. He's ready for the 2-2. Bell. Couple looks to second. Now the pitch. Swung on by Ford. Foul again, this time first base side. And the vet is giving Bruce a battle. 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up next. After Ford has fouled off the last 3 offerings from Bell. Ford, not too long ago, well, a little while ago, 2014, was Atlantic League's Player of the Year. Set single-season records in hits and games played. Next offering. Just misses inside, and the count runs full 3-2. That was pitch number 89 for Bell. Next will be 90. Mentioned earlier, Israel Cruz was warming in the bullpen. I believe he might be ready now as the payoff pitch. Swung on by Ford, tracking towards right field, heading towards the line. Encarnacion giving it a look, short of the bullpen, and he will put it away, in fact, for an out. Long stride in from Encarnacion, casually going past the line, and just short. I think that the bullpen mounds themselves behind that right field wall, blocked off by the corner end of the seating bowl, puts it away for out number 1. Bell wins the battle this time. Ford out number 1 and a fly out to right field, claimed by Encarnacion in foul territory. Still 2 on with Lombardozzi at first, Flores at second. 1 out on the board for Davidson Romero, and he has been a pain for the Revs on this Sunday. 2-run home run of 2 outs in the first, and a base hit and a run scored in the third. First pitch, missed for ball 1-1 of the count. Bell trying to get through 4. 6-0 lead for Long Island, though. Next offering, swung on by Romero, hit hard, and it will hit into left towards the corner for a hit. They give the green light at third for Flores, who rounds it, and he will score. It will stop Lombardozzi at third, and heading into second if a double is Davidson Romero. He is now a triple shy of the cycle. Flores scores. It's now 7-0 Long Island. Lombardozzi moves over to third. That's the 5th double of Romero's season. Brings in a run, and that might be it for Bruce Bell. Mace comes out of the Revs dugout, and I believe he didn't make a motion towards the bullpen, and I believe Israel Cruz will be coming in. Indeed, he takes the ball from Bell as he heads to the dugout. Tried to get through 4, couldn't get there, as the Ducks have just been a pain for the entire Atlantic League and continue so for the Revs here on this Sunday. 7-0 lead for the Ducks as we remain in the top of the 4th. We'll tell you about Israel Cruz coming in after this on the Revs Radio Network.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack. Thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Offs, excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Still in the top of the 4th at PeoplesBank Park. Sunday afternoon series finale between the Revs and the Ducks. It's been Long Island so far. It's at 7-0 Ducks lead as we're still in the top of the 4th. Bruce Bell out, Israel Cruz in our first Maple Donuts pitching change of the game for York. Cruz sit on the rubber, ready to face Ryan Jackson. First pitch dips away in the dirt, blocked to the right by Hill for ball 1 of the count. Lombardozzi on third, following a walk and an RBI double from Davidson Romero, who stands at second with it. 1 out here in the 4th. Cruz, the glove near his shoulder, in fact near the cheek, as he has the signs from Hill. Set, next offering. Catches his own for a strike. It's 1-1 on Ryan Jackson. Israel Cruz was actually signed prior to opening day back in mid-May and had to get some visa issues worked out. It's the 1-1. Just misses upstairs ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike. Saw him in spring training against the Barnstormers over at their place in Lancaster. Pitched pretty well, enough to be happy about his chances in the season, but then the visa issues, as mentioned, cropped up and not been able to see him since. So making his Revs debut here in July. A little later than we thought he'd be making his debut. As the 2-1, swung on by Jackson, hit foul though, first base side as it caroms over the Revs dugout. Needs to count the 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Cruz in his 7th pro season spent his first 4 professional years in the Rangers organization. He was then traded to San Francisco in a deal for left-hander Matt Moore that sent him to the Lone Star State. And spent the next 2 years in the Giants organization. It's 2-2 misses ball 3, and it's full count now for Ryan Jackson, 3-2. Reached his highest high A for the Giants in 2019. 13-9 in his career with 4.02 ERA, 7 saves in 77 games. Also has starting experience, 36 total games started in his professional career. It's the payoff pitch. That's a called third strike, and Ryan Jackson's rung up. He was just about to step out of the box and head towards first, thinking it was ball 4, but not so fast, says Trackman. And he's rung up for out number 2. 2 away, still 2 on with Lombardozzi third, Romero second. Now it's up to Jesse Berardi. Try to continue the offense for the Ducks. They've had a lot of it so far today. 7 runs on 8 hits. York has been held scoreless so far. They have 3 hits. Through 3 innings at the plate. Trying to get to that 4th inning. Still in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, 2 on. First pitch from Cruz. The new batter, Jesse Berardi. That'll miss for ball 1. 1-0 the count to start. Berardi walking a run scored in the second, then walked again in the third. Then was cut down a part of a fielder's choice and into by Johnny Turbo that brought in a run. Cruz is set up to the sign. Some Hill, who takes his stance. The 1-0 dips inside and gets away from Hill as it scatters in the dirt, and he'll bring in another run. Be a wild pitch from Cruz that scores run number 8 of the Ducks' afternoon. Lombardozzi heads home from third. Romero heads over to third as Lombardozzi scores. It's 8-0 Long Island. And this has been a series that, for Rebs fans, will make you want to tear your hair out. 8-0 to lead now. 1 on, 2 outs after the wild pitch. 2-0. Miss outside, ball 3. It's 3 balls, no strikes now to Berardi. Cruz between 2 levels of the Giants system in 2019, 4.13 ERA in 21 appearances, 28 1/3 innings pitched, 33 strikeouts, just 13 earned runs. Next pitch in there for a strike, 3-1 the count on Berardi. The 2-tone bat waits the next offering, the 3-1. Cruz is ready with it. Let's out of breath, and the 3-1. That just misses upstairs, ball 4. It's a walk with 2 outs to Berardi. His 3rd walk of the afternoon. And he will head to first. Now runners at the corners of Berardi at first. Davidson Romero still at third. 2 outs for Juan De La Cruz. 1 for 2 with a base hit on a hit and run play back into second. Berardi was on first for that as well. And fly out the center for the first out back into third his last time up. Former Kaiser University product steps in to face Cruz for the first time. His 1 for 2 performance was against Bruce Bell. First pitch from Cruz, swung on by De La Cruz and fielded at short by Gregorio. They will get over to second. Rodriguez covering for the inning-ending force, and the side is retired. But the Ducks refuse to go away with their bats. 2 more runs come in for them in the 4th inning. It's 8-0 Long Island as we head to the home half of the 4th.
Suffering from chronic pain, anxiety, or insomnia? CBD Supply MD York has the solution for you. Natural alternatives to pain relief while combating high prescription prices and deductibles. Our products are high quality, organic, and third-party tested. Family owned and operated, CBD Supply MD York is community and family oriented and the most trusted source and supplier of the highest quality Delta 8 and CBD products, including oils, ointments, vapes, gummies, and pet treats. Call us at 817-1097. That's 817-1097. Or stop in and see us at 3923 East Market Street in York. CBD Supply MD York. Your quality CBD supply in York.
Get ready to crush your goals. Join Crunch Fitness now for $1 and memberships starting at $10.99 a month. At Crunch, you get more of what you want. You can run, you can lift, you can train, you can jump, squat, lunge, dance, and hit it with us. And at Crunch, an obsession with so fresh and so clean means you can feel confident getting a safe workout. Join Crunch today and get 1 month free. Use code RADIO to claim your free month at crunch.com. That's the code RADIO at checkout to get 1 free month at crunch.com.
Come see why Jack GM Volvo has been York County's trusted new and used car dealer for over 50 years. In need of service for your vehicle? Get a free PA state inspection when you mention promo code REVS Baseball. 9 brands and 4 convenient locations. For more information and details, visit gmvolvo.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
We truck on to the bottom of the 4th here at PeoplesBank Park. Score, not pretty. 8-0 Long Island lead. Bruce Bell's final line through 3 1/3. 8 hits, 8 runs off of those 8 hits, all earned. 4 walks, 1 strikeout. Israel Cruz finished the inning, but couple more runs came in. It's a 2-run fourth for the Ducks to make it 8-0. They've scored 8 on 8 hits. Due up for York in the bottom of the fourth against Joe Iorio, Melky Mesa, Nelly Rodriguez, Carlos Castro. Iorio so far 3 scoreless innings, 3 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. He's just induced a lot of soft contact from York. They didn't get their first extra base hit until the 3rd inning with James Harris's 2-out double. They've had a couple hard hits before that. Lennon Rodriguez's fly out to right comes to mind. But the Revs' bats have been quiet so far on this Sunday. First pitch to Mesa. Melky takes it all the way. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. Melky hit into a fielder's choice back in the first. Was stranded at first after Iorio got to retire Rodriguez a batter later. Step, lift, in the 0-1. Peel on the check swing as Mesa figured he went around, as I don't think he was even going to argue that. He nods, okay, you got me that time. DeBrouwer appealed to first of Bill Worthington, who Larry Rosenberg at third tried to do it all last night on the checks. Is the 0-2. Missing the dirt for ball 1. Ball 2 strikes to count for Mesa. But at least Brian asked for help. 1-2 the count as Iorio a long lean in for signs from De La Cruz behind the plate. He has it. 1-2. Swung on and missed by Melky, and he's down on strikes for the first time today and the first out here in the fourth. Has a quick shot to DeBrouwer as he heads towards the dugout, I think pretty much asking, TrackMan or no TrackMan, and DeBrouwer points to his ear and nods in agreement. So Melky getting confirmation that it was indeed TrackMan that assisted in that strikeout. 1 out, no one on for Nelly Rodriguez, who's been held quiet of a pop out. So Nelly steps in. I hear a tongue pop, which means Wellington Dotel's on deck. First pitch to Nelly from Iorio. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Start Nelly. Castro done after he DH today, but Bruce Bell being taken out in the fourth means that is now the pitcher's spot. Castro finished 0 for 1 with a ground out. But Dotel not up just yet. See what Nelly can do is the 0-1 from Iorio. That's a little high and away for ball 1. Ball and a strike for Nelly. Nelly currently enjoying a 9-game hitting streak, looking to make it 10. Next pitch. Misses inside for ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike on Nelly. Should he be able to get a hit this afternoon, it'll make it the 6th streak for the Revs hitters of 10 or more. First to get 2 10 or more multi-hit games, or 10 games in a hitting streak in a row. Next pitch in there for strike 2. It's 2-2 on Nelly. Nelly a quick reprieve, now set. As is Iorio, takes his step, now the 2-2. That drops in strike 3. Nelly knew it. Watches it go inside the strike zone for strike 3 and out number 2. And the Revs have just been held really quiet still here in the 4th inning. 2 outs, no one on. Let's see what Wellington Dotel can do. Pinch hitting appearance for Dotel. As a pinch hitter this season, Dotel 4 for 7. Steps in the face Iorio for the first time. Dotel on the air hitting .358 with 3 home runs, 11 batted in. 1 for 2 in the series, 2 for 8 on the homestand as the first pitch. Swung on by Dotel, fouled off the netting, and it's 0-1 the count. Start Dotel. Used to be in the Ducks' old division, of the Liberty division, back when he was at Bridgeport. And now the Ducks and the Revs in the same division for the first time. As the 0-1 swung on by Dotel and missed, this time strike 2, 0-2. And even though when there was the Freedom and Liberty divisions, and York and Freedom, Long Island and Liberty, it still felt like it was close to a division rivalry, as just seemed to meet often, not just in regular season, but postseason too. 0-2, swung on by Dotel, high bouncer, past the attempt at second by Lombardozzi, and a roll into right for a base hit. It's the 5th pinch hit for Dotel on the year, and he's aboard with the pitch hit single to right. Just the fourth hit of the Revs' afternoon. Being out hit 8-4. But let's see what they can do with a runner at first of 2 outs. Dotel following his pinch hit single, and Josue Herrera at the plate. He got the second hit of the Revs Sunday if he 1-out single to left. Lefty to face Iorio, who's had struggles against lefty batters, as the first pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Herrera, the lefty bat, got the better of Iorio last time in the second. It's Iorio allowing .352 average to lefty hitters. 1-0. Swung on and missed by Herrera for a strike. It's 1-1. Herrera is set after a swing of the two-tone bat. Iorio ball behind his back as he gets the signs. Ready? No throw yet as he goes over to the first now. Dotel scatters back in time. Remains a 1-1 count for Herrera. Revs find themselves in a hole 8-0 here in the bottom of the fourth, trying to break out of it. At least break a shutout. Next pitch, swung by Herrera, high bouncer over Iorio on the mound, fielded by Jackson coming in from short, throw to first in time to retire Herrera by a couple of steps, and that will retire the side. 2-out base hit from Dotel in a pinch hitter appearance, but nothing else for York here in the fourth. They were held scoreless for a fourth straight inning. We head to the fifth here at PeoplesBank Park. Still 8-0 Long Island.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit columbiagaspa.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Onward we go to the fifth here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you in the play-by-play. Wish news was better score-wise. 8-0 Long Island. Another pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as Isaac Sanchez now on the mound for York as Israel Cruz finished the fourth, 2/3 of an inning for Cruz. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. First time we've seen Sanchez on the mound since on Friday in that game you wanted to put behind a 19-1 win for Long Island. He pitched the final 2 innings scoreless against the Ducks, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, currently enjoying a 4-game, 4 2/3 inning streak, scoreless. When we saw him in the West Virginia series, he scored the winning run as a pinch runner in the series finale on Thursday. Saw the good slide to third and then ran home in a wild pitch to score the winning run and a walk-off in extras. He will face here in the fifth, the K-Man Johnny Turbo, Breland Almodovar, and then Ramon Flores, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters of their order. Still looking for Moz sticks. First pitch, swung on by Turbo, ground ball through the hole. Oh, not so fast, but it just trickled away from Gregorio, who made a nice diving attempt at it, but it scatters under him. Maybe he thought he had a chance to dive on top of it. Not much has gotten past him, but this one does. It's a leadoff hit for Johnny Turbo. It's his first hit as he was held 0-for-2 prior to that first pitch leadoff single. But it was 0-for-2, 2 RBIs, sac fly, and a fielder's choice, actually 0-for-1. The sac fly and the fielder's choice to bring in runs. But Turbo on base for the first time. And second time, probably the fielder's choice, my bad. Leadoff single for Turbo, 1 on, no one out for Brilliant Almadova. 0-for-2 for ground out and fly out. First pitch. It's low for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Learned that Isaac Sanchez is a movie guy during our chat with him earlier this week. Did not expect what we heard as his favorite movie. As the 1-0. This is upstairs ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Almadova. Unleashed with Jet Li and also Morgan Freeman. I do love me some Kung Fu movies, and Jet Li's one of my faves, so. Not my favorite Jet Li movie. I was more of a Kiss of the Dragon type of guy. 2-0. Swung on by Almadova, ground ball to short. This one scooped up by Gregorio, flipped to Lennon, second in time. Throw to first of Nelly, that is also in time, and they turn the 6-4-3 double play. Gregorio, a nice grab low, scooped up, and Rodriguez has played a really good second base here this Sunday as he helps turn the 6-4-3 double play to clear the bases. Leadoff single from Johnny Turbo, a race as he was the first out at second. Almadova the second out at first. 2 outs, no one on for Ramon Flores. Flores a walk and a run scored in the first, ground out in the second. Base hit and a run scored in the fourth. First pitch from Sanchez, upstairs for a ball as Hill lifts up the left glove arm to put it away. Prevent it from going over him. 1-0 the count. Next pitch. That's upstairs too, slightly away. 2 balls, no strikes for Flores. Lefty on righty matchup. Shin guard on the right leg of Flores as he has it's like an all-black bat as he waves it up and down off the shoulder. Now the next pitch. 2-0 breaks in for a strike. 2-1. Next pitch, swung on by Flores, and that'll drop in the right center for a base hit. Flores was 0-for-5 prior to coming into this Sunday game, and now he's collected hits and back-to-back trips to the plate. Both singles as he collects a 2-out single to right center. He was 0-for-5 coming into Sunday, but he had walked 4 times and scored 5. He's now scored 7 times in this series with his 2 runs scored in the first and fourth. He's on board with a base hit, 2 outs for Steve Lombardozzi. Strikeout, double, and a walk. Scored runs in the third and fourth. First pitch from Sanchez misses away. Like a slip of the grip as he's a little frustrated of himself after that. 1-0 the count to start, Steve Lombardozzi. Sanchez collects, lifts the leg, 1-0. Lombardozzi kind of a little check swing, but it nubbed off the front of his bat as it trickles foul towards the Ducks dugout, 1-1. Well, the rain didn't do much, because after we had a decent spritz come through, it is back to being hot. It's 1-1. Hit from the dirt and blocked by Hill down to his knees, and he spins around to his left to keep Flores honest at first. 2 balls and a strike. Daryl, your comments on the Heat?
Yeah, it's also about 150 in this booth.
Yeah, it's about right.
And the door is open for survival, and everybody thinks it's an invitation to chat.
We're feeling good up here, as you can tell. 2-1. Pitch. It just misses outside and maybe a tap low for ball 3. It's 3 balls and a strike on Lombardozzi. The Ducks have just been tough outs in this series. Sanchez ready at the belt. Here's a 3-1. Swung on by Lombardozzi under Sanchez's legs and past the reaching attempt at second by Rodriguez into right center. It's another base hit for Long Island. Back-to-back singles of 2 outs from Flores, and now Lombardozzi have runners at first and second and 2 outs. As the hitting coach and designated hitter Lou Ford heads to the plate for a 4th time. RBI double and a run scored in the third, sandwiched by a ground out and fly out so far today. I'm about ready to throw my headphones out. Ugh. Quality equipment. I bought it, so I can't really complain that much. First pitch swung on and missed by Ford for strike one, 0-1 the count. I had thrown out pretty much the same brand of headphones, JBL, and then I picked up, not, I guess unknowingly at the time, the same brand from Staples like a month ago. And surprise, they're still cruddy. The things I do to myself. 0-1 the count to start Ford after the first pitch swing and miss. Next offering, swung on and fouled right at the plate, and then we'll head slightly to the left of Ford, strike two. Sanchez ahead of Ford, 0-2. The computer whiz, we learned. Creating a chat board, and he was 13. But he doesn't have just keyboard muscles. Sanchez is ready. Quick look to second, out towards the plate, delivers the 0-2. That's slightly upstairs for ball one, ball and 2 strikes to count. I wonder if Ford had a MySpace page. If he was, created chat rooms and he was 13, like maybe he got in on that craze. One and 2 the count. It's the next pitch. That just misses ball 2, 2-2. I could have learned this a lot earlier in my pro career, and maybe Ford could have helped me out, because back when I was a computer science major, I struggled through my CPATS class. I couldn't program a flower to draw on a computer. So if I had known, Ford would have been available for IT help or whatever else I needed. And maybe could have not failed that class. The 2-2. Swung on by Ford. Ooh, maybe got a piece of it as he drops to his side. Can't exactly see where it maybe hit him at all because I have a nice view of Larry Rosenberg instead of Lou Ford.
I almost failed that class too, but I think my professor's name was Professor Suck, so I feel like it was my fault.
That's pretty unfortunate. That's an unfortunate name. Oh boy. Maybe he should have gone around to Johnny Turbo. Changed his name. Waiting the 2-2 after Ford swung on and fouled off a piece of himself and went towards the side onto the ground. Next pitch. Swung on and missed by Ford. Tag applied. Strikeout and inning over. 3 hits for the Ducks, but nothing to show for it as we enter the bottom of the 5th here at PeoplesBank Park. It's still an 8-0 Long Island lead.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
We're rocking on to the bottom of the fifth here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen with you on this Sunday afternoon game. Due up for the Revs in the fifth, JC Encarnacion, Tyler Hill, and Lennon Rodriguez to face Joe Iorio's. First pitch swung on by JC Encarnacion, heading towards left center field. Almodova speeding in, it will drop in front of them, and it'll leap over the wall, a leadoff ground rule double for Encarnacion. Second extra base hit for the Revs this afternoon as Encarnacion does a little twist for the dugout. Just their fifth hit, being out hit by the Ducks 11-5. They'll hand off the equipment to Jack Kenley coaching at first base. Polo still at third. Maybe Kenley will stay out there after Encarnacion hit leadoff ground rule double. Runner in scoring position, no one out for Tyler Hill. 0 for 1 of a fly out the center for the first out in the third. Still searching for a hit. Would be a good birthday present for his mom. Michelle is in the stands today. First pitch. Well, catch the zone for strike one, 0-1 the count. Iorio collected his first 2 strikeouts of the afternoon back in the fourth. He struck out Mesa and Rodriguez back to back. Just those 2 strikeouts, and he's allowed just 5 hits. Not much else through his first 4 innings. First pitch, or 0-1, pardon, outside for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Iorio was the Ducks MVP, the team MVP back in 2019. 1-1, swung on by Hill, fouled off the netting, ball and 2 strikes. Revs team MVP back in 2019 was Telvin Nash. Huge season for him, a lot of home runs, a lot of walks too, as he developed a great eye at the plate in 2019. One to the count for Hill at the plate, open stance on the right side. Iorio set, looks at Encarnacion at second, delivers the 1-2 outside, ball 2, 2-2 now for Hill. Hill's been held hitless in his past 2 games. 0 for 2, now 0 for 3 and 3. His fly out in the third as the next pitch swung on by Hill, ground ball to short, scooped up backhand by Jackson, lofting throw over to first, just beats Hill at the first base bag for out number 1. It was close. Beat him by at least a foot though, as Hill out number 1 in a ground out to short. Encarnacion still at second at the leadoff ground rule double. And now see what Lennon Rodriguez can do. A hard hit fly out to right for the second out back in the third. His first time up. Bullpen activity for the Revs is Brandon Fry is currently warming up. In the meantime, still trying to keep this bottom of the fifth going and break up what is an 8-0 shutout still. First pitch from Iorio to Rodriguez, swung on, lifted towards right field. A trio of Ducks coming in, Lombardozzi, Romero drop in front of Lombardozzi, as I thought maybe Turbo could have a beat on that, but didn't. And it drops into the middle of the 3 Ducks of Lombardozzi, Romero, and Turbo for a bloop hit. Rodriguez is on board for the first time. Bloop single to right, moves Encarnacion over the third, and the Revs might have something going here. Runners at the corners, 1 out, back of the top of the order for Jimmy Wallbanger.
And at least for this time, it maybe evens out, because last time up, Lennon smoked one right at the right fielder that was caught.
Yeah, this one's certainly softer hit than the hard hit liner in the third that was caught. As that we said time and again in this broadcast, you don't have to hit it hard to get hits. First pitch from Iorio to Harris in there for a strike, 1-1 the count. Harris 1 for 2. Foul out back to the catcher. First inning, 2 out double in the third, as he of course banged against the wall. It was on a hop, but we're still counting it. 0-1. This is outside for ball 1, 1-1 the count on Harris, who since moving up to the lead-off spot for York has been really good. In 6 games in that spot, he's 9 for 23, now with 4 doubles, a triple, RBI, 10 walks, 6 runs, 6 stolen bases as he swings at the next offering by Jackson to short, fielded cleanly, flipped to second in time, flipped to first, that is in time. It's another inning-ending double play hit into by York, their first since the second though. It was 6-4-3 and the side is retired. And the frustration continues for York at the plate. They've been scoreless through 5. We enter the 6th at PeoplesBank Park, still an 8-0 Long Island lead.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? PeoplesBank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of PeoplesBank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
At York Saw and Knife, we are a quality custom manufacturer of metal business-to-business cutting products. We serve lots of industries. Some include food processing, textiles, packaging, and lumber mills. As a stable, growing, family-owned business, our employees are family. We're looking for positive, quality-minded team members interested in the metal trades. We have both first and second shift openings for entry-level employees. To find out more about the positions available at York Saw and Knife, visit yorksaw.com.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
On to the 6th here in York at PeoplesBank Park as we fight the urge to slap our computer as our program that help runs our ads almost froze up on us. But we're trucking onward on this hot Sunday afternoon. 8-0 the lead for Long Island. Another new pitcher on the mound for York, and another pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Brandon Fry now on the mound for York. We'll look to set down the Ducks in the 6th. Long Island hitters due up against Fry here in the 6th inning will be Davidson Romero to lead things off, followed by Ryan Jackson and Jesse Berardi. 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the middle of their order. Last time we saw Fry was in that tough loss on Friday against Long Island. A 19-1 loss. First pitch. Misses for ball 1. 1-0 count to start Romero. Fry's outing on Friday. 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. Did strike out the side. One-0. That drops low and inside ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Fry has retired 11 of the first 20 batters he has faced this season. Now he turns, and lefty fires the 2-0. Swung on and missed by Romero as the pitch was drifted inside, and he tried to launch it. Already has a home run today, a 2-run home run he got with 2 outs in the first. Base hit and a run scored in the 3rd, RBI double in the 4th. He's a triple shy of the cycle. As the 2-1. That's upstairs ball 3. And it's 3 balls and a strike. The Ducks looking to win their 12th in a row. So far in line to do so. 8-0 lead in the 6th. Rebs trying to break a 2-game skid and prevent it from going to 3. 3-1. Swung on and missed by Romero. This time strike 2. Count runs full 3-2. They're falling behind him 3-1. Fry has battled back to make it full. Romero adjusts the batting gloves after that swing and miss and heads back into the batter's boxes. Fry leans over and gets himself ready. Sit on the rubber, brings the glove tighter to his chest. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Fry starts off his 6th of a strikeout of Davidson Romero. He's now retired 12 of his first 21 batters faced in the season. And he starts off the 6th inning right with the strikeout. One out, no one on for Ryan Jackson. RBI base hit in the 3rd, sandwich between a fly out and strikeout. Swinging the bat a couple times below, now ready as if it's behind and Back of the helmet is the first pitch. Misses for ball 1 of the count. Fry on the year 2-2 record with a 5.82 ERA, making his 21st appearance on the mound for York, former New Britain B. As the 1-0. Dips outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. His former roommate of Revs catcher James Skelton won with New Britain. And I couldn't help but notice when we were in Lancaster and spending some time in the bullpen for the games, he speaks really good Spanish. It's 2-0. Swung on by Jackson, hit foul. Slightly first base side, 2-1 the count. I mean, it's not unusual for pitchers, for English pitchers, to speak Spanish because a lot of the players, of course, in baseball do speak it. Helps break the language barrier and gets, especially for a pitcher, on board of his catcher. Remember, back in the day, Matt Neal was very fluent in Spanish as the 2-1. Swung on by Jackson, ground ball to short, scooped up by Gregorio. Had chest high, throws across the first in time to retire Jackson for out number 2, 6-3. Two outs, no one on for Jesse Berardi. He's been on all prior 3 times. 3 walks and a run scored. First pitch. Little check swing by Berardi. Gets off in the middle of the bat and heads towards the netting. 0-1 to count the start. And Daryl just clued me in on this because, of course, it's been around the guys a little more than I have. Brandon Fry is Puerto Rican heritage. So that explains it. It's the 0-1. High and tight to the lefty batter Berardi for ball 1-1 the count in the lefty-lefty matchup. But back to my prior point, it does help in the relationship between pitcher and catcher to kind of break down the language barrier. I remember Matt Neal had some great games with Salvador Paniagua catching him. 1-1. Swung on and missed by Berardi. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Though I don't think Hill and Fry speak Spanish to each other. I would be surprised if they did. But who knows? 1-2 for Berardi. He's the bat above the plate. Two-tone as it now waits just above the left shoulder. Fry turns the 1-2, swung on by Berardi over the leaping glove of Gregorio at short, just barely trickled over the glove, in fact, and into left center for a base hit. They hold Berardi to just a single. He's now been on all 4 times to the plate tonight. 3 walks, a run scored, and now a base hit with 2 outs to left center. And just when you think you can have the Ducks set down in order, they do stuff like that. 2-out hit for Long Island in the 6th. They now have 12 hits on this Sunday. They lead 8-0. Revs look to keep it that way. 2 outs, 1 on for Juan De La Cruz. 1 for 3 if a base hit. Fly out and a fielder's choice. First pitch. Drops in for strike 1, 0-1 the count. For Fry, born in Ohio, but attended Allen D. Verse High School in Ponte Verde Beach, Florida. He resides in New Britain. As the 0-1, swung on by De La Cruz, right back to Fry on the mound. Claims it just above the head, throws over to Nelly at first, and the side is retired. They strand the 2-out base hit in Berardi and keep the Ducks scoreless for a second straight inning. Head to the bottom of the 6th here at PeoplesBank Park. Still an 8-0 Ducks lead.
And you start your car. You put the car in gear. And you go. Nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed. Or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise. Or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed indexed annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Head to the bottom of the sixth at PeoplesBank Park in the Sunday afternoon series finale with the Ducks, but Long Island currently leads at 8-0. Joe Iorio out to pitch the sixth. He will face the Revs order Osmi Gregorio, Melky Mesa, Nelly Rodriguez, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. And I just learned that apparently our staff has taken the day off for Labor Day. It's all holiday celebration here at PeoplesBank Park on this Sunday, and apparently the bottom of the sixth is Labor Day, so we're taking it off. Does that apply to us?
Later, Ray.
Ah, crud. All right, we'll see you, Daryl. Osmi Gregorio steps in. 1 for 2 for base hit and a ground out. As we'll truck through this Labor Day, we're hitting all the holidays. Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, you name them, we got them today. I didn't get a gift for anybody. Everyone's kind of confused as a sorry, we're close sign is on the video board. First pitch, swung on by Gregorio and hit foul out of play. First base side 0-1 the count. I guess I don't know if the players were listening, because I think Gregorio was expecting an introduction and Iorio was kind of just no music. All right. Before he delivered the first pitch. We commit the bits here at PeoplesBank Park, folks. Do not forget. 0-1. Swung on and missed by Gregorio for strike 2, 0-2. Longley in at the ball behind the back for Iorio. Now ball and glove as he takes a step off the rubber. And then fires the 0-2. Swung on by Gregorio, though heading towards left center. It'll drop for a hit to the right of Almodovar. Osmi Gregorio now have a multi-hit game on this Sunday as he has a leadoff base hit to left center. Third time today the Revs have been able to get a batter aboard, or second time I should say, they get the leadoff batter. JC Encarnacion lit off the fifth with a double, a ground rule double. Now Gregorio did with a single in the sixth. And 1 on, no one out for Melky Mesa. Fielder's choice and a strikeout. First pitch. Dips low and away for ball 1, 1-0 the count. The silence continues to permeate at PeoplesBank Park on the Labor Day acknowledgement. Next offering, swung on by Mesa. High fly ball to center, but heading towards shallow. It'll drop in front of Almodovar for a hit. And back-to-back base hits as Gregorio quickly goes over to second. He didn't want to make the mistake he did last night and mistakenly run into a double play. So he was almost waiting, but had to get off the first base bag, and he quickly heads to second. Melky on board of his first hit. Second time on board today. Revs of 2 on with first and second, no one out for Nelly Rodriguez. Pop out and strikeout so far for Nelly. Revs of Edward Paredes warming up in the bullpen. We've not seen him since the Power Series earlier this week. So now the first pitch by Iorio to Nelly. Drops low for ball 1, 1-0 the count to start Rodriguez. 0 for 2 as mentioned, the pop out and strikeout. Still looking to continue his hitting streak from 9 to 10. Next offering, swung on and missed by Rodriguez for strike 1, now at 1-1. Nelly has RBI in 5 of his last 6. He's been hit safely so far in all 8 since coming back from Tijuana. Ball to strike the count as he's ready. Next offering, out dip outside, low towards the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Rodriguez. Back in with the two-tone bat above the helmet as the next offering from Iorio. Swung on by Rodriguez and launched to left center. Almodovar will look at this one, and that one just falls beyond the batter's eye, and it's a 3-run home run for Nelly Rodriguez. The shutout is broken. 3-run blast for Nelly makes it 8-3. Long Island of just a 5-run lead now on one swing of Rodriguez's bat. And of course it comes on Labor Day.
I think we should just continue to not work.
It seems to be working so far. Now the first 3 Revs batters have reached against Iorio here in the 6th. Gregorio and Mesa base hits, and then Nelly the big one. A 3-run blast that finished beyond the batter's eye in center. 8-3, Ducks still lead by 5 as now the first pitch to Austin Nicely. Misses for ball 1, 1 of the count. Nicely pinch hitting in the pitcher's spot. Next offering drops in for a strike. It's 1-1. Nicely was drafted, or was going to be committed to Virginia as a 2-way player. Or member of the Astros organization as the 1-1 glanced off the glove of De La Cruz towards the backstop. It's 2 balls and a strike. Nicely 1 for 3 at the plate of a base hit. Almost had one really early in the year, but it was stolen away from him by a play in the Gastonia outfield. 2-1. Swung on and missed by Nicely. Strike 2 now. Evened up at 2-2. Taps the plate at the tan bat. Now waits at their couple waves above the plate. Here's the 2-2 from Iorio. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove of De La Cruz, and Nicely down on strikes for the first out here in the 6th. Nicely not able to give the Ducks tank top power in that time.
No. Well, he did admit that his wife is the better athlete. 2-time state basketball champ. So.
Yeah. She's got more rings than him.
Yep.
He admitted that. But he's down on strikes for out number 1. Bases empty for Josue Herrera as he swings to the first offering to Iorio. Fielded by Romero at first, covering first base Iorio. He gets the relay from Romero, and that's out number 2. 3-1 on the ground out. So after back-to-back base hits and followed by the home run from Nelly, C. Encarnacion, who led off the 5th of a double. Lead for Long Island cut to 5, 8-3. Iorio has the signs. First pitch to Encarnacion. Swinging is JC and hits it foul first base side out of play. 0-1 the count to start. Encarnacion hit into an inning-ending double play in the 2nd. Led off the 5th of the ground rule double. Starts against Iorio 0-1 after the first pitch foul off. Next offering, that's upstairs for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Tomorrow will be a day off. Well, not really for York, as we'll be heading to the links. Royal Manchester Golf Links, in fact, for the Brooks Robinson Golf Classic. 1-1. It's upstairs ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Then we'll be back here at PeoplesBank Park starting Tuesday for a series of the Lexington Legends. Haven't seen them for a bit. Last time the two teams got together, Revs took 2 of 3 from the Legends. As 2-1. Swung on by Encarnacion, fouled back to the net. Use the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tickets are available for the upcoming Legends series, and get them by calling 717-801-HITS, by visiting YorkRevolution.com, or in person at the Shipley Energy ticket office. And after this upcoming Thursday, we'll be gone for a bit in August. 2-2. Swung by Encarnacion, tracking towards right center. Going back is Turbo towards the wall. It will fall in front for a hit, and Encarnacion rounds first and heads to second with his 2nd straight double. Initially looked right center off the backfield, more towards true right just a tad, and Turbo not able to chase that one down. And JC Encarnacion have back-to-back extra base hits in as many plate appearances. 2-out double here in the 6th, and he's in scoring position for Tyler Hill.
Yeah, good to see some hard-hit balls. It kind of felt like in that 4th inning range down big that Iorio was kind of getting guys to eat out of his hand with the off-speed stuff and some quick outs, but better at bats here and squaring it up.
They're definitely seeing Iorio a little better now as the first pitch swinging is Tyler Hill, and he launches this one to left, but it looks playable for Flores, coming in just almost left center now, puts up the glove and retires Hill on one pitch to retire the side. But the Revs break up a shutout. The big hit, Nelly Rodriguez, a 3-run home run over the batter's eye. It's 8-3. Long Island leads by just 5. Head to the 7th. Darrell Henry takes it the rest of the way on the Revs Radio Network.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOF foam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Head of the 7th inning here this afternoon. Revs with a little life offensively on that Nelly Rodriguez 3-run homer, and it was crushed out beyond the left edge of the batter's eye in center. His second home run since coming back. And Edward Paredes will take over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as we head to the 7th inning. You just never know. Games have been crazy in the league here this season. Revs bullpen a good job of holding it where it's been. Israel Cruz did allow an inherited run in the 4th, but 2/3 scoreless on his line, and then Isaac Sanchez scoreless in the 5th. Brandon Fry scoreless in the 6th. Last night, of course, the bullpen with 8 2/3 innings, giving up just one unearned run. And here's our K-man to lead things off, Johnny Turbo, who today has a sac fly, an RBI fielder's choice, and a single. Both teams double digits in hits, Ducks 12, Revs 10. First offering from Paredes is outside. Be 8-9-1 to the plate. The board still reading at 95 degrees here today. It's the 1-0. And that misses high. I know when the sun hits it, it reads a little bit hotter than what it really is, but it is a hot one today. Paredes 1-0, a 2.08 ERA in 15 outings. Opponents hitting just 114, 13 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs. Doesn't throw as hard as he used to, but knows how to do it as he misses away. Falls behind here 3-0. Knows how to mix guys, set them up, keep them off balance. Revs bullpen has gotten its ERA under 5 through last night's game. It's the 3-0, and it is over for a strike. The league average for ERA for the season, every team, Ray ran this the other day, it's like in the high 5s across the league, which is just not even close to what it's been like in years past.
Yeah, we ran the numbers, I think, just before the conclusion of the Power Series on Thursday. It was a 5.94 league ERA.
3-1, and a swing and a foul tip into the mitt. Yeah, that's different. You got a chance at some Maz sticks here. That would brighten everybody's day. Paredes ready, he kicks and delivers, and a swing and a ground ball down to third. 2 hops to Herrera. He'll take his time, steps into the throw, and fires across to first. 1 down here in the 7th. Tomorrow when the Revs are off, we'll have Baltimore baseball show at 6, Keystone kickoff at 6:30. Then back with you Tuesday night at 6:10 when the legends come in. Here is Breland Almadova, who's 0 for 3. Ground ball to second. Lennon made a great play on. Line out to center, then a double play ball. Paredes with the pitch. It is inside for ball 1. The Ducks with righty Brady Dragmeyer loosening in their bullpen. He pitched in setup relief last night. It's like Iorio might be finished after giving up the 3-run homer. 1-0. And there's a fastball for a strike. Paredes' last outing was Wednesday night against West Virginia. Picked up the save. Finishing that one for Duke. Took the shutout into the 9th that night. Pitch is down low, curveball. And when we come back after the off day tomorrow, Duke has the start Tuesday night against Lexington. Nicely Wednesday, Steinfurt Thursday. For Austin, that's who his combined 1-hitter came against. Steinfurt, that is. 2-1. Breaking ball, and it catches the outside corner, backdoors it for a strike. We probably lead the league in Rodriguez, Sanchez, and Austin's. You're on this roster. Paredes ready, and the 2-2. And a swing and a bouncing ball to third again. Clean hop Herrera takes his time, fires across, gets another one. 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th. Couple ground balls for Paredes. That save that he got the other night, his first since 2018 at AAA Oklahoma City in the Dodgers system. It was the 27th of his pro career. The most that he had came as a teenager in 2006, his first pro season with the Dominican Summer League Mariners. Seattle's who first signed Paredes, got to AAA 3 times with them, or 3 separate seasons. This is inside on Ramon Flores. Top of the order. Left against left. 8-3 Long Island here in the 7th. Flores, who's 2 for 3 with a walk, a steal, 2 runs scored. 1-0. And a fastball. There's a strike. Paredes early in his career and made it to the Mariners' 40-man roster. The 1-1 curveball, and it's in tight. Eddie had his first 7 years in the Mariners system, then was with Cleveland briefly before his first stint with York. 2-1, and a curveball down and away, just missed. He tilts his head, wanted it. With the Revs in 13, 14, and 15. On the stretch and the 3-1. Swing and it's fouled off. Left side. Signed with the Angels to go to Double-A in 16. And then signed with the Tigers the following offseason, but the Dodgers took him in the Rule 5 draft. And great for him because he made it to the majors that year in 2017 and again in 18. Here's the payoff. And a swing and a little loop to shallow center. Harris in. He's waiting on it and makes the grab. Paredes Scott Flores reaching off balance slightly. Lifts a lazy fly to center and a 1-2-3 seventh as Paredes does his thing and sets him down in order. It is stretch time here at the bank. It remains Long Island 8, York 3.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Oh, it is still Joe Iorio in the game as he misses outside on Lennon Rodriguez. 8-3, Long Island leads it. Iorio just 91 pitches through 6. And we'll try to get another frame out of him as he fires. And a swing and a line drive to short right at Ryan Jackson, who catches it in front of his face. Lennon today has hit it hard, really hard, twice. Both of those are outs. And meanwhile, the bloop that he hit fell in for a hit. So go figure. One down. Here is James Harris at the top. 1 for 3 today, doubled in the third, giving him an 11-game on-base streak. 8-3 Long Island. Revs scoring on the Nelly Rodriguez 3-run homer last inning. And they do have 10 hits off of him. First pitch to Harris is down and away. 2 starts ago, Iorio went 106 pitches, 104 last time out. 1-0, and it's just outside. And he wanted that. They will try to get a 7th out of him. The wind and the pitch, and it is over for a strike. 2-1. It's gone 7 innings in a game once this season. That was June 18th against Lancaster. It's a no decision that day. The pitch, it is a little bit low. 3-1. On the wind, the 3-1, and it is over for a strike. Duke Von Schaman taking a liking to coaching first base these last couple innings. At one point, Mace handed him the lineup card, told him to go down to the bullpen. 3-2, and it is outside. Harris works his way on, another walk. He has been working those at quite the rate, and that's the first all day issued by Iorio. And I think the lineup card thing, it looked like if you had a twisted mind, it was like, oh, Mace is getting ready to get ejected and Duke's going to manage the game. But I think he had Duke take the order of relievers down to share with the guys. Bobby Rossman is getting loose now for the 8th. 1 on, 1 out. Here is Gregorio, and he takes a first pitch strike. He has multiple hits in the 3rd straight game now. 2 for 3 today with a run. Hasn't taken long for him to click. It was the 0-1, and a breaking ball missed inside. It was Iorio's 101st pitch. Yeah, Osme, today is his 5th game. He's hit safely in 4 straight, multiple hits in 3 straight, and this one is belted to center, but right at Almodovar coming in. Makes the grab down around thigh high. And Osme with a laser right back up the middle, but it's caught for out number 2. 2 hard hit balls this inning. Malky Mesa to the plate. Offensively, Revs were a little quiet early, but have been striking it hard here these last few innings. Again, all the scoring on the Nelly home run. First pitch to Mesa is swung on and rolled to deep short. Jackson backhands, long throw is right on the bullseye again, as he has handled a bunch of plays at short perfectly again today. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. And we'll go to the 8th inning. Long Island still on top, 8-3.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The Independent Insurance Agent System. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th inning, 8-3, Long Island leads. Bobby Rossman takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He has been dominant his last couple of outings. 2 no-hit innings, just 1 walk, 3 strikeouts in those 2, including 1-2-3-8 with a fly-out, ground-out, and a strikeout last night. We started off with Steve Lombardozzi coming up. Lombardozzi 2 for 3 today, double walk, couple runs. On first pitch, fastball, it is just inside. Bobby wondering what was wrong with that, as am I. Take a look at some scores from elsewhere this inning. Around the League, brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Southern Maryland down 8-2 in the ninth at home against High Point. 1-0, fastball, there's a strike. So if that holds, Long Island will host Southern Maryland Tuesday night, needing one win to clinch. Magic number would be down to 2. The 1-1 fastball, it misses inside. Are they saying Austin or Rossman? Somebody want to let those guys know it. His name is Bubby. Here's the 2-1. Fastball down and away. West Virginia leads Gastonia 7-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Eric Sekula, who was tough on the Revs Tuesday night, is working a shutout through 4. 3-1, and a swing on a deep drive to right, down the line, and it is onto the tent, just inside the pole. It's gone. Home run for Steve Lombardozzi, his 8th. Second straight Sunday that he's hit one against the Revs. 9-3, Long Island leads here in the 8th inning. Onto the tent, just inside the pole in right. Ducks with their second home run today. Lombardozzi, a 3-hit game. And here is Lou Ford. First pitch, fastball is taken low. It's the first home run that Rossman's given up all season. 1-0 to Ford. He swings, launches one high in the air to deep left center. Mesa hustling back along the fence, and it hits the top of the wall. Caroms up and over. Bouncing up onto the top of the carousel in left center and rolling back on the other side. And Lou Ford with his first home run of the season. Back-to-back for the Ducks, and it's now 10-3 here in the 8th. Hit that one a mile high, and there's some wind out towards center, and it looked like it got a hold of it and kind of helped pull it, but also pull it out toward where the dimensions get a little bit deeper. Melky adjusted his route, tried to speed up in pursuit, but it hits the top of, I guess, the concrete just behind the wall padding and went over. Here is Davidson Romero, and he takes a fastball strike. And now 10-3. Again, Bobby had not allowed a home run all season before today. Now the 0-1, and it is over for a strike. Romero, a big game, 3 for 4, 2-run homer, double, 3 RBIs. Pitch, it is swung on, trickled foul over by the third base dugout. So Romero and Lombardozzi both now triple away from the cycle. It's the second set of back-to-back home runs the Revs have allowed this season. Pitch. It is swung on and fouled back over the roof. The first time it happened, June 6th in Lancaster, it was 3 in a row. In the first inning of a game. Rossman fires and misses high, 1-2. The Revs have hit back-to-back home runs twice, both in June. Dotel and Castro teaming up on both. One at Southern Maryland, one here at home against Lexington. Pitch, that is outside, 2-2. Now, one other game in the league tonight, 5:05, Lancaster at Lexington. So I'm assuming that next Sunday we will play at 5:05. Probably get home at 5:05 a.m. There's a ball up high, 3-2.
Just in time to head to Lancaster. Well, on Tuesday.
Yes.
Not too bad at the day off.
There's the payoff, and a swing and a pop-up foul straight back. Ouch. It came down in the diamond deck in front of us, and hear that smack hands. That didn't bounce, did it? That came straight down. Another full count offering, and a swing and a pop-up foul back. Well, I'll tell you right now, Ray, you can mark on your schedule that I will be unavailable that Monday.
Okay. Duly noted.
I will be responding to nobody. Bobby delivers, swinging a foul tip back. Romero having quite the battle here. This will be the 11th pitch of this at bat coming up. 5 2-strike fouls. Here it is again. And a swing and a fly ball hit deep to center. James Harris back. He'll have room, though, as he breaks down his steps and makes the play shy of the warning track. One down. Rossman finally wins that battle. One down, and Ryan Jackson coming up. Jackson 1 for 4, RBI single in the third inning. First pitch is down and away. Bobby coming into this one 1-2 with a 4.95 ERA in 22 outings. That ERA down under 5 again, but a couple runs here today. Here's the 1-0. And a ground ball, shortstop. Osme coming up, glove hand pick. He'll get the feet set and makes the throw to first. And that is out number 2. Well, I know that Ryan Jackson is very sure-handed at short, the big league veteran. We've been seeing more than our share of the Ducks, but Osme Gregorio, his shortstop counterpart, 5 games into his Revs career, I am impressed.
Ditto on that, Daryl. He's been really impressive, not with just the glove, but especially these past 3 games with the bat. Coming up from High A, not always an easy transition from High A to the Atlantic League.
Here's Jesse Berardi, 3 walks and a single. On base all 4 times. First one is down and in. Yeah, and a lot of times at the lower levels, it's tough to hit because you don't get much to hit because nobody can throw strikes consistently. So he ought to fit right in here. It's the 1-0. And a swing and a foul tip back to the net. Oh, you can say that at the major league level now. Some cases. Ten to 3 Long Island here in the 8th. Bobby fires, swing and a miss. Good splitter. And as much as the break, the speed, the change of speeds really had Berardi fooled. Long Island native, former Indians draft pick. Bobby's set and the pitch, and it misses outside, a splitter. 2-2. Berardi, a 10th round pick back in 2017 out of St. John's University. Also, of course, in New York. Here's the 2-2, and a line drive to right. It's a base hit. Encarnacion hustles toward the corner, cuts it off. He'll hold him to a single, but on base for the 5th time. 3 walks and now 2 singles. Ducks with their 15th hit. Here is Juan De La Cruz, who's 1 for 4. Rossman, the first offering. It is taken high. The true outcome totals are better today for the I'm looking at the wrong game. Maybe they're not. It's the 1-0 and a swing and a miss on a fastball. No, they are better. The Revs have only struck out 3 times. But Long Island has outwalked them 5-1. But better than 10-1. It's the 1-1 pitch, and that misses high and away. But my point is, last night the Revs out-hit Long Island 10-3, but a lot of other things didn't quite match up. Today being out-hit 15-10, the other stuff is a little bit better though. 2-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball at 94. Foul tipped into the mitt. 2-2. Rossman the pitch, and a swing and a line drive to center. Harris has it red. A couple steps to his right and makes the grab. Inning over. Long Island does add to the lead. Back-to-back home runs to start the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 runner left. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Long Island 10, York 3.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need
an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
At the bottom of the 8th inning, 10-3, Long Island leads. And they are 6 outs away from winning their 6th in a row. They are also getting better because Vin Mazzaro is back on the mound for them as of right now. Had an excellent 2019 season. This year in 5 starts, 1-1 with a 6.95 ERA, but has been out due to injury and is back on the mound in relief here today. He has walked just over 1 per inning here this season, which is unlike him. But who knows, maybe some of that was health related. But back on the mound here, Nelly Rodriguez will lead things off. He has supplied the only scoring for the Revs today, 3-run homer in the 6th. 1 for 3 in the game. And first pitch his way. It is a fastball for a strike. I know the Revs in 2019 had all kinds of trouble with Mazzaro. It was really tough on them. 34-year-old winds and fires, and it is over for a strike. Slider. Native of Hackensack, New Jersey. He was a 3rd-round pick of the A's in 2005. He deals, and a swing and a foul tip back as Nelly hangs in there. Part of 8 major league seasons, 24 and 23 in the big leagues. Oakland, KC, Pittsburgh, Miami, San Fran. Most recently, 2016. On the wind, the pitch, and Nelly tries to check, appeal to first. He held on one that was low. First came to the Atlantic League with Somerset in 2017, Jersey guy. Ducks fan here again today. Pitch, and a swing and a well-hit ball to center field. Almadova chasing this one deep in right center, reaches up and can't hang on. And Nelly will cruise into second. He is there to lead off the 8th. Almadova going back deep, had to leave his feet, trying to make the grab. Hit him in the leather and couldn't hang on to it. A juggle, dropped it, and it will be a double for Nelly. Who's 2 for 4 on the day. And Darian Sanford now will pinch hit. Revs with their 11th hit. Mazzaro delivers. It is down low. 2019 with Long Island, it followed a Can-Am season in which he did some closing. The New Jersey Jackals then came to Long Island in 2019, 11-4 with a 361. Pitch to Sanford is in for a strike. Revs with Victor Capion up in the bullpen now for the 9th. 1-1. Oh, nailed him. Came in and drilled him in the behind, I believe. And Sanford will be on the painful way on the hit by pitch. First and second for Josue Herrera. Mazzaro back in 2019 was tied for second in the league and wins with 11. It's Herrera, who's 1 for 3 today. First pitch misses outside. Revs again off tomorrow. Homestand continues Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all at 6:30 against Lexington. Pitch is slapped on the ground to short. Could be 2. Jackson to second, 1. The turn, it is. The third double play turned by the Ducks today. Revs have hit into the league's second most. Rodriguez to third with 2 outs. 6-4-3 on the twin killing. JC Encarnacion to the plate. Encarnacion 2 for 3, 2 doubles today. First pitch is a fastball, strike. Mazzaro, when Oakland traded him to Kansas City, it was for David DeJesus after the 2010 season. And he was traded to Pittsburgh. Here's a swing and a foul tip off the mid of De La Cruz and back. The rest of his bouncing around was just free agent signings. Nothing in 2 on JC. The pitch to him, fastball, it missed the corner away.
Am I remembering correctly, Mazzaro used to pitch for the Patriots?
Yes. 2017, 6 innings.
Playing for the somewhat local team since he lives in East Rutherford.
On the 1-2. And a line drive base hit to left. That'll get Nelly home. RBI single as JC Encarnacion ropes one to left. His third hit of the day. 3 for 4, drives in his 18th run this season. Nelly scores. It is 10-4. Revs with 12 hits today. They've had at least one hit in all but one inning. Here's Tyler Hill, who's looking to get into the hit column. First pitch, fastball, that's in for a strike. Revs are now 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position. That's better. Better than the 3 for 36 the last 3 games. Pitch to Hill, he swings, pops it in the air. Out behind second, Lombardozzi into shallow center. He'll get out of the way. Almodovar coming in from center takes care of it. And that'll end the inning. But the Revs do get a run on the board. They do it on 2 hits and 1 left. And we'll go to the 9th. Long Island leading 10-4.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head of the ninth inning, Victor Capian will get some work. 10-4 Long Island. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Capian, who last weekend was unavailable, a little soreness, but has been very sharp in 2 outings this week since coming back. Thursday night, 1-2-3, carving through West Virginia in the 8th. Last night, scoreless in the 7th. Just 1 base runner on a walk, 1 strikeout. Back-to-back strong outings for him after going about a week between appearances. And Johnny Turbo will lead things off. 10-4 Ducks, 10 runs, 15 hits, no errors for Long Island. 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors for York. Been in and out of cloud cover today. Had some cloud cover the last inning or so, and now bright sunshine again. Bright overhead, big part in the clouds, blue skies. Johnny Turbo will lead it off. Here is Capian's first pitch of his afternoon. And it is over for a strike. Victor, overall for the year, is 1-2 with a 5.14 ERA, 14 outings. 1 save as well. The 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Good sink on that. This is our K-man today. Turbo 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, including a sac fly. The 0-2, and it bends away. Slider missing. Almadova next, then Flores at the top of the order. A long look, and Turbo will ask for time and take a step out. Now the 1-2. And a line drive to right. It's a base hit. Over toward the line. Encarnacion will glove. That Turbo is on to start things off. Time for this date in York baseball history, brought to you by the York County History Center. For tickets and guided tours, visit online at yorkhistorycenter.org. And On July 25th, 2007, the inaugural season, Chris Steinborn, a complete game shutout, beat Lancaster 5-0 here in York. First complete game shutout in Revs history. It was the 5th win on a Revs inaugural season best 6-game winning streak, and they turned 5 double plays for him in the win. Here is Breland Almadova. First one misses inside. Then on this date, 2014, Eric Patterson broke the league's single-season record for triples with his 14th en route to 17. 5-3 win at Somerset. Out of 1-0, there goes Turbo. It's a fastball strike. Hill throws from his knees. It's a little bit off and late. Turbo, a big jump, steals his 12th.
A steal with a 10-4 lead?
Yeah, that thought crossed my mind too.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Let's wait and watch together. 1-1 on Almadova. And Capion with the pitch. Swinging shoots a ground foul down at the end of the Revs' first base dugout. I don't know. If you ask people, like, what is the number where you turn the running game off, nobody really can agree on a set number. But I would think 6 is on the border, at least with 1 inning to go. Capion set. The 1-2 swing, and this one's fouled off the right edge of the net over by the Revs dugout. No, I don't expect somebody from Long Island's bullpen to come in and give up 6 the way they've been pitching. Well, at least he improved his stats. Capion with the pitch, and that's in tight, 2-2. The other part of that July 25th game from 2014, Rami Lewis broke the club's single-season saves record with his 23rd in that game. That is this date in York baseball history. Now Cap with the 2-2. And a swing, a jam shot grounder softly to second. Lennon way to his left, gets rid of it at just in time at first. Turbo goes to third with 1 out. And Lennon, who was toward the middle, perhaps helping to hold Turbo close at second. He really had to scramble to his left, but takes care of it. A runner at third with 1 out. Here is Ramon Flores at the top. 2 for 4, 2 singles, walk, steal, 2 runs. Rami in that 2014 season had 28 saves ultimately. Capion, the first pitch, swinging a foul back. 2 years later, Mike DeMarc broke his record and finished up with 35. Stands as the mark.
And then J-Mo got close to Rami.
Yeah, 24. Well, J-Mo did. He had the second half saves record. Kill the music. Here's the 0-1. And it misses inside. J-Mo also had the relief strikeouts record for a season. Capion ready. Here is the 1-1. And a slider that breaks low. Runner at third, one out.
We're just not a fan of paper products today.
A lot of them have been thrown as Flores asks for time and steps out, and rightfully so. We will see the Ducks next in almost exactly a month, August 24th through the 26th in Central Islip.
Well, that's good. Getting a little tired of waterfowls the past 3 weekends.
Mm-hmm. Here's the 2-1, and it's swung on, bounced foul right over by our audio product.
We get nice and reacquainted with Lancaster, though.
Yep. We need more teams. Staten Island's coming in next year. And this year it's worse because it's unbalanced. You see your division teams more. Long Island will make one more visit here, August 31st through September 2nd. Cap the 2-2. And a ground ball to second. It'll score a run. Lennon to his left. He's got it. Throws to first. 2 away. Johnny Turbo turns it into a run. It's 11-4. Flores with the RBI ground out. And Steve Lombardozzi to the plate. He is 3 for 4. Triple shy of the cycle. Homered last inning. Also has reached another time on a walk. 3 runs scored. And we get to see Lexington for 6 in a row. First pitch to Lombardozzi is right there for a strike.
Still hasn't touched the, 7 and 6 days against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs?
Yes. That got old. Especially since they were at their best at that time. There's the 0-1. And a swing on a well-hit ball to deep right again. Encarnacion looks up, and it is gone. It hit the front of the home run patio. Karam's way back into right field, but home run is the call. Lombardozzi with his second of the day. Second in as many innings, and it's now 12-4. As his 9th of the year, 3rd in the last 2 combined Sundays against the Revs, 2 today. Now Sal Giardina will pinch hit. In the pitcher's spot, Lou Ford out of the game. It's the 4th multi-home run game against the Revs this year, the first since Blake Alleman of Lancaster did it June 16th. First pitch to Giardina is way inside, but I believe that was a slider that hit him. Got him in the back of the legs. Glad the Ducks dugout finds that funny. Revs have 2 such multi-home run games. Rashad Crawford and Carlos Castro have each done it this year. Here is Davidson Romero. First pitch from Capion, a swing and a miss on a fastball. Now the 0-1, and a swing and a pop-up. Left side of the infield. Herrera from third is over. Gives way to Osme coming in toward the grass. He'll squeeze it. And that ends the inning. But Long Island puts up 2 in the top of the 9th. 2 hits, 1 runner left. Capion chatting with Romero after the inning, and I wonder if he's saying something about Turbo stealing a base up by 6, like let him know. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Ducks lead it 12-4.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on 2 crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Now to the bottom of the 9th inning, right-hander Hunter Caudell, who they just signed yesterday, makes his Atlantic League debut, coming in for Long Island. It is 12-4 Ducks. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He is a rookie, pitched at Georgia Gwinnett, which is an NAIA school, and debuts today. He's tall. First pitch to Lennon Rodriguez, big overhand fastball for a strike.
And good numbers in his collegiate career. 10 wins total in 4 years, 2.63 ERA.
Pitch to Lennon, curveball, and it's a called strike. They bring him in with the big lead. Relaxing outing for him. He's 6'7". From Georgia, he fires, and is swinging a fly ball to center field. Almadova backtracks. It's hit deep, but he's got room, makes the play just shy of the track. Rodriguez has hit it well all day. He's 1 for 4, and the 3 outs have been the ones that he's hit hard. So we go to the top of the order, and James Harris. Caudell, who's from Lula, Georgia. Here's James Harris, 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. First offering is down and away. On the next one, that is in for a strike. Caudell just a couple of years, or actually a year, removed from Tommy John surgery. Now he fires, and a breaking ball lifted in the air, back of third. Berardi heading back toward the Dots bullpen, but it lands a couple of rows in. He was a reliever in college. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Harris, and a swing and a line drive, base hit, left center, out of the reach of Jackson. And James Harris with another hard hit ball. He's 2 for 4. 1 out single. Revs with 13 hits, but Duck pitchers have only issued 1 walk and 1 hit batter, and they have not made an error, so 13 hits, it's been almost just all hits to get on base, nothing to pair that with. Here is Osmi Gregorio, who's 2 for 4 with a run scored, 3rd straight 2-hit game. And the first offering is down and away. The 1-0, and he swings and fouls it back upstairs. Lula, Georgia is north in the state, north central Georgia. Now the 1-1, swinging a bouncing ball softly towards second. Lombardozzi comes up, scoops with the glove, and an underhand flip to first. Harris goes to second with 2 down. Revs down to their final out today. Revs baseball brought to you in part by Wolf's Bus Lines, Penn State York, Highmark Health, Sheets, Fast Signs, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Performance Food Service, and by Encompass Health. Might need some Encompass Health after this series. Is Melky Mesa, who's 1 for 4 with a run scored. First pitch, curve is up high. Or better yet, the, what do they call the fridge at Sheets?
The cave?
Yes, yes. The magic fridge.
I think I just kind of wandered in there for like 30 minutes the one time I visited. Just a magical place.
And get lost?
Yeah.
1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball.
Thought of the song that Gene Wilder sings in the first Willy Wonka movie. That was kind of going through my head as I wandered around.
So many options. Well, tomorrow should help us forget about this weekend. We have the team golf outing, the Brooks Robinson Classic. As Mesa takes a strike down, that draws a look back.
And then we have Duke starting on Tuesday, which is funny because he's kind of in charge of the team's golf outings on their off days.
Yes, he is.
He's not in charge of Brooks Robinson golf outing, though, but I'm sure he would do a good job if he was.
He's very enthusiastic about the sport. 1-2, and a swing and a pop up, right side of the infield. Romero from first is under it, waits and makes the grab, and that'll do it. Revs are swept by the Ducks this weekend. They fall today by a final score of 12-4, and they are unable to halt Long Island's momentum. Their winning streak has reached 12, and their magic number will be down to 2. They can clinch a first-half title when they return home on Tuesday night. And the Revs, meanwhile, will try to put this one behind them tomorrow, and will welcome the Lexington Legends in on Tuesday evening. 12-4 is your final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include residential direct support professional, LPN, day services community participation support, residential scheduler, training manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs fall today 12-4 to the Ducks, swept for the third time here this season. Daryl Henry, Ray Jensen back with you as we welcome you to the post-game show. The last two times that it's happened, it's been the Ducks the last two weekends, as the Revs have fallen to 22-31, dropping 3 straight after winning back-to-back games. And the Ducks, nobody's slowing them down right now. They are 33-19. And have won 12 in a row. Magic number down to 2. Their lead in the division is 7 as they return home on Tuesday night, hosting second place Southern Maryland, who they can close out on Tuesday evening. And the Revs, who at one time were 4-2 against Long Island, have gone 0-6 combined the last 2 weekends, so now 4-8. And the 6-game losing streak head-to-head is the longest in series history. We recap things. We won't see them again until late August, so hopefully things will be different then and maybe get a streak going in the other direction. But Long Island with the big first innings every game in this series. 7 Friday, 4 last night, and 2 today. A 2-out, 2-run homer from Davidson Romero to left center opened the scoring. Then in the second inning, a Johnny Turbo sac fly made it 3-0. 3 runs in the third as the first 5 that inning reached. Lombardozzi leadoff double. Lou Ford doubled him home on a drive to right center. Ryan Jackson later an RBI single. Turbo a run-scoring fielder's choice that he beat out, avoiding a double play. And at that point, it was 5-0. Actually 6-0, I beg your pardon. And then 2 more in the fourth on a Romero RBI double, which chased Bruce Bell, and Israel Cruz with a wild pitch that brought in one of Bell's runs from third, and the lead was 8-0 at that point. Rough start for Bruce. He went 3 1/3, charged with 8 runs on 8 hits, walked 4, struck out 1, and it was an 8-0 score at that point. Joe Iorio was pretty clean through the first 5 innings, allowed a 2-out double to Harris in the third. That was the first runner to reach scoring position. Leadoff double from Encarnacion in the 5th, but they could not score him. And it was, in fact, first and third after a Lennon Rodriguez bloop single with 1 out, but an inning-ending double play off the bat of James Harris. The Revs did get on the board and soiled Iorio's stat line a little bit in the 6th inning as Gregorio and Mesa singled, and Nelly Rodriguez bombed a 3-run homer over the left edge of the batter's eye in center, his 5th in 25 games with York and his 2nd since coming back. That made it 8-3, but Revs would get no closer. They did get scoreless outings in relief from Israel Cruz. 2/3 of an inning, did allow an inherited run, but 2/3 scoreless on his line. Isaac Sanchez, scoreless 5th. Brandon Fry bouncing back. He needed one. He got one today with a scoreless 6th. And Edward Paredes, a 1-2-3 7th. But in the 8th, the Ducks re-extending the lead. Steve Lombardozzi and Lou Ford back-to-back home runs off Bubby Rossman made it 10-3. Revs did score in the bottom of the 8th when Nelly doubled and scored on a 2-out single by Encarnacion. That made it 10-4, but then 2 final runs in the 9th. Charge to Capion, a Flores RBI ground out, and Lombardozzi's second home run of the day on a solo shot to right. So that's how the scoring played out. The Revs did have 13 hits in this one. James Harris was 2 for 4. Osmi Gregorio 2 for 5. Nelly was 2 for 4 with a 3-run homer and a double. JC Encarnacion 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, but Long Island a bigger day at the plate as they win it by a final of 12-4, and probably a good thing that we finally get to say so long to them for the time being today, capping 9 meetings in 15 games, 3 consecutive weekends. 2 weeks ago, Revs took 2 out of 3 from them here at home, but getting swept in each of the last 2 weekend series. That's how this one played out today. That's our recap. We'll take a break. Final word from PeoplesBank Park on this one. We'll get you set for Tuesday night, check scores from elsewhere, and wrap it up